Welcome back to Rush of Madness. Last session, the group had worked together to move towards a direct attack on the Lycoy Manor once again. This has been tried once before. Um, it is known that they probably have a lot of defenses up and active. So uh, Alberic's agitators have mustered everyone that they can, which includes every single one of the agitators that is still alive, and a small group of bandits from the from Marshtown, who are there under the advisement that they are aiding Alberic's agitators, and they are also under the impression that they will be walking away with the lion's share of the goods here. Um, that said, um, one of the groups that you have amongst you has remained back and is guarding your rear, their stern guard. You have used the third level spell slot from your NPC wizard. She dispel magic on the alarm spell inside of the tunnel. On the way up to the wall and then into the crypt area, there are no other instances of the alarm spell. And we have basically allowed, from our description of what we were planning to do, and now, a time forward jump to the point where your forces have mustered inside of the narrow tunnel around the wall and into the crypt area. So when I move you to, or you're already on the map, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
You should be seeing yourselves in that hall. And directly behind you is the group of bandits led by the drow. And you brought along with you Sarth to protect uh, Castia, and you brought along Anusha to be stealthy. Um, Tom, I went ahead and granted you access to Sarth's sheet,
Okay.
so you can control him. And who would like control of Anusha?
I can do that.
Okay, 1 second. Advantage or with an ally adjacent or within 5 feet of the target. I don't know why that wasn't there, but yeah. So this would be Elizabeth. Okay. So you should have access to her. If you select the token of this individual, hold shift, double click it, it'll bring up their character sheet if you ever need it. Okay.
And which one is hers again?
She would be here.
Oh, okay, that's the one I thought.
I'm leaving it to you. I genuinely, I'm not going to be doing anything until you kind of enter into a space.
Mhm.
I'll describe things. Either I will elucidate on things, or I will say it is exactly how you left it, which will basically leave you to remembering, which will probably yield someone asking me a question because they forgot how. And I will answer those questions promptly. But I believe Glint was in the lead with Castia kind of on notice if an alarm or something, some sort of magical trap were there to be ready to dispel it. Is that fair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that being said, Glint, you can see that the pass leads up to the catacombs. The catacombs you recall.
Two things.
Sure.
One, he will be proceeding stealthily,
Okay.
and two, he will be on the lookout for magical traps
Yeah.
or just traps in general.
Yep, so we have you moving at half speed due to the fact that you are moving stealthily and being cautious perceptively. Perfectly fine. I am aware of your passive perception. If something yields a response, I will have you roll for those perception checks.
Okay. Has anything changed in this room since the last time we saw it?
This room is exactly as you left it.
Okay, so all the tombs are desecrated. All these supplies have been pilfered. Is that thing still on the ground?
There's like a stain on the ground, and then you can see that the back end, the rubble, is still kind of piled down from the steps. Yep.
Okay, so this end is still a dead end, essentially.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So he takes a moment to kind of survey the scene. Everything looks the same. He kind of turns back to his allies and lets them know that it's okay. And then he takes up a position over here by this tunnel, basically like in the entrance of this tunnel, and then waits for everybody else.
Okay.
So he's basically going to wait for everybody to kind of file into this room before he continues.
Everyone else, feel free to do as you will.
My AC is not displaying correctly. Actually, I'll just throw my shield on. That should make it appropriate.
Okay. Anybody else have anything that they want to interject, put forward, or just moving up?
I pull out my tuba of wishing.
Doesn't exist.
Shield up, hood down.
Oh man.
Blade out, ready to go.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
I guess I'm in the middle, so I'll be cautious and ready for the dudes.
Okay.
I do have for spells. I do have. Let me bring it back up here. I do have invisibility, if we think that would be useful at any point. I have darkness and summon undead. I have a few other things, but those are my big three. My big three. So if any of you feel that they would come in handy at any point, let me know.
Also, don't forget, everyone, you have 5 temp HP.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I see clearly we were on the same wavelength there.
I think I have. Yeah, so the sixth one, the sixth person that I'm choosing, it's gonna be, I'll say Sarf. Sarf's gonna be the sixth person.
5 temps. Cool. Not everyone all at once, but yeah, if you want to move into the catacombs rooms, you can. And then, again, if there's anything else you want to do, I've explained the scenario pretty well. I'm not going to give too many suggestions. You're definitely on your own here.
Yeah, Glit is moving slowly, quietly,
1 second.
giving everybody else plenty of time to act.
Yeah, 1 second. So the door is actually sealed.
This door?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Check it for traps and inspect the lock.
So it is not trapped, and it is not locked. It appears that the door is barred on the other side.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Wait, I'm the bard.
The door is made out of wood. It's not made out of dark wood like the ones upstairs. It is just a regular wooden door, as we discussed last time.
Okay, well,
Who...
we might need to abandon stealth and just
Wasn't
get
there
in
a
there.
way? Wasn't there a way
We
over
already
here?
discussed that, Jonah.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
Ezra!
Does anyone have a explosive?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Door.
Oh shit! Yeah, you do. Okay.
Finally. Finally. Okay. Coming in handy.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Okay.
So Glenn's gonna go around the corner. He likes to have a nice solid wall between him and anything that blows up.
I have to hit it, right? In order for it to explode.
No, I
The,
will allow you to set it up since you're trying to do so in a like manner to. You're talking about the shards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like we embed it and then.
embed it, tie a rope to the back end of it, slowly move away, yank hard on the rope so it pulls the tail off of the back of the tier, and then
Okay.
break it.
Gotcha.
So how many of them do you have?
This is the last one.
Okay.
Don,
So-
I don't know if you saw, but my vision is in the map is again tied to Orlandis. Like I have my own vision, but I can only see tokens that Orlandis can also see in that same.
You see what I see.
Which also means I have no idea where Sarth's token disappears to.
He's back there somewhere. I think it's 15 feet.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, for my commanding presence. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Alright.
All right.
So, I will step back about 10 feet.
Setting it up
yeah.
as we described, right?
Yes.
Okay. You tell me when.
I'm gonna wait for everyone to get ready and behind me. And then I'm gonna yank it.
Okay. So is the intent to rush in and start a fight?
Not to start a fight, but to rush in and get a survey of
The way
the.
you described it, you said you were having them kind of like behind you, ready to go. So it sounds like you're wanting.
Yeah. Just in case something comes out.
So I just want to be sure: are you starting like you're ready to fight, or are you just pulling the thing and hoping everything goes like quietly?
So we'll go with ready to fight then.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh no.
Taking Orlandis' initiative
Before,
as well.
yes.
Oh, hold on.
As will I.
There we
I don't
go.
know.
I
It's
figured it
in the
out.
aura.
Yay.
Who's this right here in this corner? Is that Sarv?
And I roll Anusha's initiative.
Yes, please. You'll be controlling them all.
There it is.
So let's roll that.
Nice.
Ooh, is that with advantage? Oh god. I got a 9. That's gross.
Who is typing? And
Sorry, that's
why?
me.
Just hit the mute before you do it. All right. So everybody's on the board.
I
Yeah.
apparently forgot to click myself, but I'll be there in a second. There.
Oh, I guess yeah, hold on. Oh, I said I was taking his initiative, so I guess I would be 9 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you still have. It's easier for you to roll and then just edit it so that you can show
Alright,
everyone.
alright.
Should have taken his.
So Castia, you are behind.
Oh, I didn't have myself selected, sorry.
And Astrogoth, you are behind. Orlandis, I need the order of those who are after you. And Sarth is also on it as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So Sarv
Astrogoth, Castia, Sarth, got it.
yeah, okay. No. Sarv Castia.
Astrogoth as well.
No, I'm saying before Castia is gonna be Sarv though.
Oh no,
In
I
the
got
order.
you. And that's
Yeah.
fine. I've got to move. Got to move that Astrogoth up. So he would need to be close to you. So presume that would be fine. Okay.
That's fine.
So you pull.
Alright.
And so the way we're going to do this, moving through the first round of initiative, typically an initiative order starts at the top. That's not happening. We're starting at Orlandis. Orlandis' action during the first round of this initiative, which starts in the middle of the turn, will be pull the string. pulling the string detonates the Jannar Tier. You watch as it blows out where the door handle is, and you see it kind of punch a hole straight through. You hear a loud clunking sound as if something heavy has dropped to the floor behind the door. That's your action. You still have movement and bonus action.
Okay, so before combat starts,
Okay.
or at the beginning of combat, I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on.
Um,
Stop. Sorry. I want to make sure that before I finish that, because I have
Mhm.
given away a bit.
Yeah.
If there's
No,
anything that
no.
you want to do before combat, it needs to be done.
I'm not changing
Okay.
anything before.
Then we're
The
in the
Cask of
initiative.
Tactics.
Sure.
It allows me to
Switch two
swap
people.
initiative. Yeah, if they're willing.
Yep. Who are you wanting to swap?
Could I swap with Adusha? Or
Anusha?
Glint, if
If
you're
you're-
cool with it?
So hold on. Can you do me a favor and click Cask of Tactics and also the ability that allows you to reorder?
Yes. Copy. It has to be a willing participant.
The initiative. After initiative has been rolled at the beginning of combat. Okay. Go ahead with the second ability.
That's it.
No. The ability that you are using to move people's initiative to right after your own.
Oh,
It's a timing issue. I need to see if when you change your initiative, theirs is going to be on 19 as well.
I think it's that.
After initiative is rolled. So, yeah, it would definitely be order of operations. So you could say Cask of Tactics happens first, and then
Okay.
Commanding Presence happens second. So if you want to do that, then they'll all go on 19 instead of...
But I also have Battlefront Shift.
That's going to happen after all of these effects, yeah.
Okay.
But you'll not want to use that to move somebody towards the door because initiative begins and then you pull the Jannar Tier.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're not going to want to move somebody into an explosive. Okay.
That's fair.
So let's make sure we have it then. So Anusha is on 9 now.
Okay.
Sarth, Castia, Astrogoth, Orlandis, go ahead and change yours to 19. You're still in the same order that you're in though.
Yeah.
And then once you've all done that, let me know.
Do I change Anusha? Okay, you changed Anusha.
Astrogoth changers to 19.
I'm trying. Every time I was typing
Yeah,
it,
but-
someone else changed
Oh.
theirs, so it canceled it.
Oh no!
So I don't know who's messing with it. Okay, cool. Orlandis, you then move into it. You're Battlefront shifting. Who are you wanting to move 15 feet, if anyone?
How did everybody
Um,
suddenly go from 9 to 19?
Because Marshall is OP.
Let me explain. After he rolls initiative, he has 2 features. Feature number 1 is called Cask of Tactics. It comes from the helmet he's wearing. It allows him to switch initiatives with one willing person that he can see. Anusha got a 19. He got a 9. Anusha is an NPC that's being controlled by the party. She's willing. They swapped initiative. So Orlandis is on 19. He then used his second feature that happens after he rolled initiative, which is Commanding Presence, which means everybody who's in his aura who chose to go with him now has their initiative set to right after his. And then, yeah. Another good point is the thing I've been saying about you having to determine whether or not you go with him or not is wrong based on the wording. So I apologize for having robbed you with the class I made up.
Yeah, but Battlefront Shift doesn't have anything to do with initiative.
Battlefront Shift is after initiative is rolled, then it moves a person. So he's doing the 2 other effects: Cask of Tactics to switch from 9 to a 19 with Anusha, and then
Right.
Commanding Presence to put everybody who was in his aura behind him. So then he Battlefront shifts to move somebody 15 feet. But he does not want to move them towards the door because he has yet to pull the thread because that happens in the initiative.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
do you want to move anybody 15 feet or no?
No.
Doesn't look like there's anybody, yeah.
No
I
one's
guess
in the presence.
I guess that would pump my initiative up a little bit because of Commanding Presence, but that doesn't really matter. 'Cause
Well,
I'm still
no.
the-
Yeah, if you wanted to switch to a 19, then everybody's in the wrong space too. Then it would go to Orlandis telling you what initiative you're on.
No, it just says you and friendly creatures gain a bonus to initiative rolls.
What?
After initiative roll, you can switch your initiative result with one with.
There's
Like
a
the
sec-
first-
there's
the
a
very
different-
first
Oh, there's a
sentence
different.
is
There's a different ability.
There's a
Click the
different
wrong one.
feature. Yeah, focus is the one.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
everybody should have an initiative bonus if you're in the aura as well. He's got too many initiative functions.
Yeah.
If a creature does, it shares your initiative count. So this is before initiative is rolled. So actually, yeah, that's fine. We'll leave
It was
as-
Astrogoth, Castia, and
You-
Sarf. Those are the only three.
You
That
created
chose.
an initiative clusterfuck.
Again, the wording's fine. The wording's fine. Yes, we're gonna leave it as is. The wording
Yeah.
is fine. Okay.
I'm going to keep my roll, but what is your proficiency?
Don't worry about that for now. We're just gonna keep everything with nobody having the proficiency bonus because I'm lazy, and it's fine. It will not change the initiative order. I promise you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. So on 19, you pull the string. You have no movement or bonus action, correct?
I didn't move yet.
Do you have movement or a bonus action?
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right. So we're gonna move. Well, first we're gonna get Glint to move with Knight's move as a bonus action.
Okay, everybody's in the right square. Cool, cool, cool.
Glint, you can move up to your speed.
Is that it?
Yes.
Does it use my reaction?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Just gonna go first up into the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
Could you remove that door?
Yes.
The door is blown out, but it still needs to be opened. It has a lot of weight behind it, so it requires an action.
Mm,
Oh, okay. Well, I can't use an action, so that's as far as I go.
Poopy doopy. Okay. So then
I
I'll
will-
use my
I will
movement.
remove it, but it is still barring you from moving. You can see through
You
the
can
hole.
peek through the hole. Yeah.
I'll just use my movement to move right there, or yeah, right there, and then end my turn.
Okay.
I
So,
mean,
what
you can. Did you already use your action?
The action was to pull the Jernarn tier.
Okay. Okay.
Astrogoth.
So I guess whoever's next can use their action to open the
Yes.
You're up.
That is all my Jernarn tiers.
Spatially, if you go and open the door, the only option for movement, you can't really go back. You'll have to go in. So if you're not
Here.
willing to rush forward, I understand. You do have a line of sight on the shield guardian, but because the door is still in place and only a, size of
Right.
the hole, it'll have cover because you're shooting through the door. So +2 to its AC.
Yeah, I'll stay here. I don't want to charge in.
Yeah. Throw a doot and then hop back behind Orlandis.
The combat do. Oh, I started the level up process. Hold on, let me cancel this.
So you did level.
I did.
Oh yeah.
That'll hit and that'll miss. It is immune to the surprise condition, so it's not being you don't have advantage against it. Okay. Astrogoth done, and go ahead and continue leveling, and then Castia, you're up. This is again a surprise round, but
Yeah.
like I said, the main object of your surprise is
So I can see it from right here, and I will go ahead and use one of my favorite spells. It's not Moonbeam. Sacred Flame on it, since I can see it.
okay.
Sacred flame.
Does not seem to avoid. Bear with me here.
Because you can't.
I didn't say that. Okay, and it'll take the full damage. All right. Anything else from you, Castia?
No.
Sarth.
Sarth will move 10, and then he will push open the door and step in
Okay. All right.
with his great axe out.
In response, the shield guardian kind of steps in position, kind of shifting itself, looking straight at the door. It will then raise its hand up, and you can see sigils on its palm appear, and you watch as a spell is cast from its hand.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Not my boy.
Any reactions to the spell?
If depends on who is it hitting.
Don't know.
No, first the spell's being cast. Any reactions to the spell being cast?
Gotcha.
I don't
think we have
any.
anything.
Okay. Everybody in the hallway?
Hmm.
The whole
Except
hallway?
for Astrogoth? Yeah, except for Astrogoth. The angle will not allow... He's kind of tucked in that corner. Oh, sorry. Lose and Anusha, you're fine.
I was like,
It doesn't
It
bend around
ricochets.
here.
It doesn't bend
It
around
ricochets off the wall specifically to ruin your life.
A massive charge of lightning shoots forward. It'll hit Sarth, it'll hit Glint, it'll hit Orlandis, it'll hit Castia. It'll barely breeze past Astrogoth because it's only 5 feet wide, and the way I have to angle it to hit Castia, it will not hit him.
Poopy doopy.
So, deck saving throws from each of you, please.
Okay. Baby.
But not me though.
Yeah,
Even
you're
though.
fine.
Okay.
You're just playing taps over in the corner now.
I'll draw it for you. Basically, it's firing from its lower angle, and it's kind of going like this
I got you.
to kind of get the 3. And since it's 5 feet wide, it's hitting Castia. It's not hitting you.
Oh, so
I
that
tap dance defensively out of the way.
Yeah.
so it just throws that out
Damn.
as soon as the door goes open.
It takes its initiative. It's not surprised, so it probably would have done it even if the door wasn't open.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we got Dex. Who am I missing on the Dex?
Me, I'm super bummed that I rolled so high and yet I'm going absolute fucking dead last.
Okay, so everyone passes except for Orlandis. So Orlandis, you take 33 points of damage, and everyone else takes 16.
Mhm.
If you have
Does Knight's
evasion, then you
move-
can get rid of it, but yeah. No,
Oh,
Knight's
cool.
move just-
Knight's move doesn't use my reaction.
Right, it does not.
Sweet. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my little
Okay.
energy shield thing.
Okay.
So you said half of 33 was how much?
16.
Okay, so 16.
And then while he's sorting out that math, Elizabeth, you have Anusha and then Lose on deck.
So 16.
Got you, Chad.
Nusha's going to move forward right behind Castia.
See that hot mess and kind of be like, what the?
We're gonna heroically take the dodge action
Perfect.
for this turn, and then Lose is gonna slide up right behind her and do the same.
Okay.
That's me.
So it goes to Glint. You are up, and again, the initiative first round will end at Orlandis' initiative, which means if there are any surprise creatures inside of that space, obviously not the Shield Guardian, but if there are any surprise creatures in that space, they will no longer be surprised.
Okay. I suppose just to try and occupy this guy's attention,
Okay.
Glint is going to run right up to him.
Okay.
And to sort of be like eye to eye with him, he's gonna kind of jump up and be on top of one of these sarcophagi.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm gonna go. I got the vicious rapier in one hand and the parrying dagger in the other.
All right.
So first 2 attacks. So an 18.
They have, I believe that's right on. Hold on. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. That will be 12 damage, and that's magical.
Mhm.
Second attack is a 20.
That'll work.
That will be 14 damage.
Mhm.
Offhand with the parrying dagger, that's a 25.
Yep.
That will be 11 damage, and I'm also going to use a psionic energy dice to add some more damage to that.
Okay. So I will note that as you're stabbing into it, the armor is breaking like it wasn't like empowered by some sort of magical form or anything. It appears that you're cutting through it like it were just wood and metal. Like you're having no issues cutting into it. So it doesn't seem
Okay.
to have any resistances to damage.
Excellent.
It doesn't seem to have any kind of effects that are blocking it.
And that last attack does an extra 8 force damage.
Cool. Now on that, that's a bit different.
I should have.
It does seem to resist force damage.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
All right.
He passes that information along.
All right. Anything else? And sorry, that would have been something. Well, no, that you kind of were firing through the hole in the door. You probably didn't notice. And also, you were tucking away right after firing Astrogoth, so I assume you weren't seeing if it, like, you know, was reactively blocking the force.
No.
Okay. But yeah, after he shouts it back, you're kind of like looking at the dude, like, oh, it's all I got. All right, Glint. Anything else?
No. I mean,
Okay.
I'm kind of like more like centered slightly to the left.
I know you're on the sarcophagus. You said so. The coffin, actually, it's not a sarcophagus.
Oh.
No problem. Orlandis, you're up.
Landis is gonna move over here. Kind of one back, sorry. And then he's going to use Direct the Strike on Glint so he can hit him. And then Knight's move on Sarth.
Cool.
And then that's it.
Is Direct the Strike, that is my reaction, correct?
That
Yes.
is a reaction.
Okay.
You gonna hold on to it, or
No, I'm gonna use it. That's a 26. I just wanted to see if I get any sort of like bonuses or if it affects my attacks at all. And I'm going to re-roll the damage on that one. So that's 12.
okay? Orlandis done, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Astrogoth, you're up. Definitely still have a line of sight on it. If you want to move up, that's fine too.
Oh, well, I can't see it from here, so I didn't know.
Oh, well, you can kind of peek around the corner. Like, yeah, obviously, like, the setting them in the squares kind of limits the view a bit. But yeah, if you want to hold that corner, which seems pretty defensible, you can pop out, shoot, drop back in.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'll
Get a
go
feel.
with another doot.
All right.
And I'm a
Miss.
monster pony.
Now remember, we need to start opening these lids and killing these vampires.
Castia.
Glenn's just trying to keep this thing occupied.
Duly noted. How are we doing that?
Duly noted.
Sorry, you weren't here last time, but people were passing out wooden stakes, but everyone was telling them to hold on to them. The NPCs are not doing the murder.
Right. Every PC should have 3 wooden stakes.
That's right. I do remember that from before, actually.
Definitely gonna use Cure Wounds on myself, because that hurt a little more than I was prepared for.
Okay.
And then I am gonna bravely come into the room, and that is that's it, yeah.
Okay. All right, and
Arth,
attack.
yeah. Reckless with his Great Axe.
Nice.
So he can only make 1 great axe attack, and it should have. I don't know if it's math in there. I don't remember if I did or I did. It's +1. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is why it's +6 instead of +5. Okay, cool, and that'll work. All right, that's it.
Yes.
Sarth done. So it goes to the, and then I know you. It looks like it's into Anusha's turn, but it's not. It's on the. I have a placeholder for the enemies. Bear with me here for a second as I shift the tone.
Oh no.
Death becomes us.
Okay. Chad, since you're the forward party here, I'd like for you to go ahead and roll me 3d6, please.
Oh no.
Together or individually?
You can roll 3d6. I can look at the metrics. I just need 3 dice rolled. Cool. So, fortunate. It does seem this initial engagement, the burst of lightning, everything that's happened, doesn't seem to be rousing the coffins around you. However, it does seem to be rousing the coffin beneath you. I need you to make an athletics check if you wish to hold the coffin lid down, an acrobatics check if you wish to leave the coffin lid without falling prone. Keeping in mind, if you fail...
18.
Okay. If you fail, you will be knocked prone. You do not fail. So you actually feel it lift up, and you immediately kind of like shift your knee down and kind of push down with your weapons. And you can actually see fingers kind of get out for a second, slam down, and then kind of reel back in from pain. There appears to be a vampire spawn inside of the coffin, and it is the only one that seems to have been roused by the conflict.
Loser.
In response to that, you watch. You look up just as the Shield Guardian will now smash its hands down. It is focused on Glint and only Glint.
It's rising from inside the
Lays down
house.
and says, "Back in your cage."
The other thing you'll notice is that there's a whirring sound in its chest, and you watch as some of the wounds that you punctured into it fill out with metal plates that kind of like seem to be patching from the inside, as if some sort of machina inside is like sealing the holes and fixing
Like a
it.
nano machines.
Yeah. Mechanically, what is happening is it's regenerating 10 hit points.
Whack.
Are there any holes big enough for me to like get inside of it?
Flavor-wise, sure, but like mechanically, it's not going to change anything. So yeah, it smashes down on you. It's hitting with a 22 and a 25.
Those will both hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Damage is not as great. The first damage roll is only 8, and the second damage roll is only 10.
Okay. I'm gonna take the initial
Do you have
8.
a reaction?
Oh, you're right.
Of course I am.
So, and then you said the second one was 10?
Correct. Oh, yeah, correct.
Okay.
8 and 10. So, as that's
Look
happening,
a little beat up.
Orlandis and Castia, both of your passive perceptions are high enough to note that shadows seem to be at play in the kind of corners of the room. And as this fight's going on, you watch as these disembodied forms of a humanoid-like nature made of shadow descend head first, hands out, kind of keeping their waist inside of the wall as they kind of peel out. Their eyes kind of flare a light kind of pale green as they start looking around. If you have religion trained, either of you, you would know immediately what these are. They are shadows, and they appear to have been lured here for some reason.
Fuck.
They're not acting. They are just here. All right, Anusha, you're up. And this is the first surprise round of the bandit group. Okay.
Muted.
Sorry. Is there
Okay.
anyone ahead of Astrogoth? Because I can't see even when I move into Astrogoth's
Well,
space.
if you go up diagonally from Astrogoth, that's actually the path. Astrogoth is actually kind of like hiding,
I know he's in the corner.
but there is no one there.
I don't think I have. I think I don't actually have sight for Anusha.
Oh.
That's my issue.
Okay, I got you. Does that work?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Perfect. Okay. Now I can see. So she's going 10, and how much does she have again? Speed 30. So then move right here. Wait, you said that the shadows are on the walls?
Well, only Orlandis and Cassia are aware of it.
Oh, okay.
If
Got it.
they point it out to Anusha as she enters, you'll see them kind of coming from the corners. Remembering that this ceiling is about 10 feet high, so they're kind of peeking out about 2 feet or so.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4 feet of their bodies are out, but they're not like going straight down. They're kind of like curled up in the corners.
Yeah. Okay. I think we'll just move there for her, and then Lose will, and she'll be readying an action to stab because she just has daggers. Right?
She can throw them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she has an unlimited number of daggers.
Oh, I like this girl. So, got the daggers out. And then Lose will follow behind to right there. And she has her thin blade out, ready to fight. Readying an action to stab. And then that's it.
Alright.
I didn't have enough movement.
Okay. Alright, and then Losei moved in, you're done. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So the assassin will come up to here and then use his action to hide. He very carefully kind of moves the door back in a bit. Astrogoth looking back at you kind of cautiously to see if that's going to cause you to have issue or not. Do you have issue with the assassin closing the door slightly?
No.
Okay. Then they will make a stealth check.
Oh shit, they're on our side, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Woo!
So to everyone outside of the door seems to kind of like slowly shut just slightly, but you don't know who did it or why. There doesn't appear to be any agency, like an absolute invisible nothing seems to have shut the door. That's the assassin's turn. Glint, you are up.
2 vicious rapier attacks and second win.
Okay.
First attack's a 10, that's a miss. Second attack's a 10. What the fuck? Might as well get him out of the way eventually.
Yeah, I know. Alright. And then you said bonus action second. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Glint done. Orlandis.
Why isn't that just a thing I can click?
Don't know. Orlandis, I'm assuming that Chad is kind of signaling here with the wounded part and the healing that he's probably going to hold on to his reaction for defense. Is that a fair statement, Chad? Yeah, so probably
Absolutely.
don't use direct the attack on him.
Use it on the guy with the great axe.
Also,
I could also use Knight's move on Losei.
or on Cassia to get her out of the corner of the shadows.
That is also true. Yeah, I'll use it on Cassia to get her out of that corner.
You can move up. The door seems to be blocked, so...
So if I move to like right here, they're not right over me because they're just in the corners, right?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll throw them on the tables. You would be able to see them at this point. There you go.
Would it be an action to point these things out?
So at this point, everyone who's in the room is aware of them. Everyone who's outside of the room is not.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll use Direct the Strike on Sarf. So we can hit him.
Alright.
Or at least try to.
And that's it for you, right, Orlandis? That
Yep,
was it.
that's it.
What the hell? Why do you keep rolling ones?
Ooh,
Damn.
That's why I hate the D12, man.
it's unlucky.
Alright,
Yeah, that's
Orlandis
rough.
done. Astrogoth, you're up. So you'd still have target ability. You can fire out the hole. But again, it'll have +2 to its AC.
Fire out the hole! Okay, I will do that. I just finished leveling, so sorry about that.
Oh, damn, okay. First attack
Holy
definitely
shit.
hits. Second attack does not. Go ahead and click on that that damage. Alright. So half of that will be 9. Solid shot. This will actually, it seems to wound it enough that it kind of blows out like the side of its abdomen. And you watch as like what appears to be kind of oily substance and also kind of bright red liquid kind of draining out the side of it. Anybody
Golem honey! Don't touch it.
Well, anybody trained in Arcana know that constructs in the setting have a substance in them called Vitae, which is like their blood. Alright, Astrogoth done. Castia, you're up.
Okay, let's see here. So I think let's see. Got those overhead. I will again rely on Sacred Flame on the Shield Guardian. A terrible damage roll.
No, yeah, it fails. Oops. Okay, it takes the damage.
And then bonus action. Chad Glint looks kind of beat up still, I'm assuming.
No.
I mean, he looks better now that he's used his second wind.
And I'm gonna throw a healing word just because God only knows what terrible stuff that's gonna do up there as my
What's
bonus
your
action.
maximum hit points, Chad?
With or without the current reduction,
What's your maximum hit points currently?
53.
Okay.
You get 9 back.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. He's
Yeah.
looking pretty good.
Your token had weird math done to it, so I fixed it.
Yeah, that's because I made a side note
Sure.
of
Make a
what the
side
current
note,
reduction is.
not in the hit point box, because it makes it look very bad.
Oh, okay.
It's -1 permanently. That's always permanent, and then there shouldn't be any other penalties.
No, it's just the 5 from the bad apple.
Okay. Well, no, that was 24 hours and it's gone, right?
You said it was permanent.
5 is
Yeah, you
permanent,
did
correct?
say it was-
Just leave that off. Don't even need. There doesn't need to be a note. It's never coming back.
I mean,
So-
I've made the note just in case some fucking miracle happens.
Okay.
This is D&D after all.
That tuba of wishing is gonna get him those 5 hit points back.
Bum.
Okay, that is probable, actually. Okay. Cassia, what did you
Two
hit
blades,
word and
two
say your
blades,
flame?
two
Okay.
blades.
Yeah.
Sarth.
Sarth is gonna swing again. Try to.
Hit and do
Hey, I
five
rolled a 2! Huh! Ah.
Alright, and that's it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This boy was much better when it was a dragon.
Alright,
Hmm.
so, Chad, go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
Son of a fuck.
Okay. So the other two the other coffins don't seem to open up at all. Nothing's crazy is happening there. The Shield Guardian will regenerate. I will lead with him. He is just going to continue to just pummel on Glint. Actually, Glint didn't hit last turn. I'm going to hit Sarth. Yep. Miss? Unless you recklessly attacked. Did you recklessly attack?
I forgot to say it, so I did
Yeah.
not.
Second attack will hit though. He's got a low
Okay.
AC. He'll
Yeah,
take
he does.
8
Okay.
bludgeoning, and then the shadows will descend.
Oh no.
Spooky.
All right. So I'm gonna go against Orlandis, Lose.
And
Glint
Lose
and-
had ready to attack, and so
Take it.
did Anusha, so.
Bang bang.
Oh shit, sorry.
Okay.
Do I just click dagger on Anusha's?
Yeah, the word
right?
dagger on hers. Yeah. And then when you look at
22
it down,
and 23.
when you look at it down, no, just be one attack.
Oh,
when you
right.
ready attack, you only get one. Yeah.
Right, sorry.
And when you want to roll damage,
first one.
there you go. You got it. I was gonna say.
7.
okay.
And then for Lose. Hey.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of a shitty roll though.
Yeah, kinda. But enough. Just barely. What you'll note is that when Anusha hits it, it doesn't seem to do as much damage. When you strike it, it seems to finish it off and do the lion's share of it.
They kind of do a little.
Yeah. Because
To
it's
challenge
not,
it to a duel.
it's not procced in there, but since the creature had an ally of yours adjacent to it, she did 2 extra damage.
Yeah.
All right, and then the other 3. So I'm going to attack once against. I do not hit against Glint. I do hit against Sarth. Does a 21 hit Orlandis? No, right?
It does.
Oh, okay.
What? I thought
Um,
your AC was like 22.
21.
so Sarth will take 8 necrotic, and then I
Okay.
need you to roll a d4.
Ooh.
Okay. So his strength is reduced by 1.
Oof.
What was the damage again? Sorry.
8.
Okay.
And and then Orlandis, I need you to roll a d4.
Okay. 1.
Your strength score reduces by 1. It's not permanent.
Okay.
You would know that the strength will resup when you take a short or long rest. But if you are reduced to 0 strength, you die.
Okay.
And if you're non-evil and you die, then you become a shadow later.
How much damage do I take?
5.
Okay.
Alright. Cool. Shadows are done. Anusha, you are up.
Alright. So she's gonna go ahead and move here in front of the door.
Oh, there's a obviously not proccing opportunity attack. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, we moved through the square.
Sure.
And then we're actually going to throw 2 daggers at the dude.
Okay.
At the shadow dude.
The shadow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hit.
16.
It's adjacent to an ally, so when you roll these damages, we'll add 2. So 8 half is 4, and 9 half is 4.
Yep.
All right.
Not bad. And then that is her turn.
Lose is up.
Okay. And Lose is gonna get up close and do a little bit of her normal 14.
This is against the shadow. Yeah.
Yeah. It does hit.
Yeah.
10.
That'll kill it.
Okay. And then she's going to move forward and.
So yeah, you can't step
Stupid.
inside the ring. You can step on it, but you can step
Oh.
in it.
Can I
And
like?
that's technically adjacent. Yeah.
Okay, this is adjacent to
Yeah.
it. Okay. Then she's going to.
Do you want to stand on the
stab.
coffin, or do you want to stand on the ground?
Yeah, we'll stand on the coffin.
Okay.
And stab the construct. 25,
That'll hit.
13.
All right. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay. So from the door, a crossbow shot. They will not be doing the poison extra damage on this because they're not using a poison bolt. They only have a limited number there, so it'll just be the 9 damage. But then they will also deal an additional 14. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and set that to be a
Dang.
rollable. 14 for now, but on the next one it'll be more. Alright. So that'll be 14 plus 9, 23. On the Shield Guardian. Alright. They were removed from hidden. They will use a bonus action to hide again. Not so good. The Shield Guardian is not. They're not hidden. Glint. Oh,
Full suite of attacks. 17,
that'll miss.
22.
That'll hit.
I'm gonna re-roll the damage on that. It's
So
10, and then offhand with the parrying dagger,
miss.
13 minutes.
All right, Glint done. Orlandis up. Got your own problems now.
True that. Orlandis is gonna try to stab at it with his spear. 23, 8 damage, so 4. And then gonna use a bonus action
The
to.
spear, we covered that was magical, right?
No,
Oh, it's not magical.
no, it's just a normal elvish spear.
I think it was like a fine quality.
That's right.
Yeah. And then bonus action, gonna use the shield bash
Okay.
thing to knock him away.
Oh wait. Okay.
Yeah, like 5 feet, I think.
So go ahead and make an athletics check. Got an
12.
Okay. Okay. It's almost like you're just pushing, the wind, really, but it throws the shadow back.
Damn, that sucks, right? And then I'm gonna walk over here.
It rolled an 8, yeah. It's sap strength and it doesn't really have a strength of its own. Orlandis, done.
Loser. Yeah, that's it.
Nerd, Astrogoth, you're up.
Offensive doot doot.
Bam bam.
Bow, 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 bow. I don't have that many yet, but
I can't wait till you do though,
Miss
because
hit?
I want that to be canon.
only one of them hit though, right?
Yeah, the second one. I don't know. Alright. The Shield Guardian is basically like got holes through it, Swiss cheese, like one of the arms is falling off. It definitely looks like it's in a worse state of affairs.
Good.
Astrogoth, done.
Behold the sound of music. Yes.
Can't see it. Prince are alive with the sound of music.
Apparently I closed the wrong window. I am gonna Sacred Flame the shadow that is next to Sarth.
Okay.
Once I get my sheet back open here. Sorry.
Are you cheating me? Okay. It will fail, and
God
it
damn.
literally obliterates the shadow. So
That's
it,
fucking right, it does.
it has vulnerability to Radiant, which means you just dealt 32 damage to it.
34.
34
Good shit.
damage. I'm bad at math. Ask anybody, they'll tell you.
Oh, does my tremor sense reveal awakened thralls in any of these other coffins?
There is so much going on the floor, vibrant-wise, because of the magic aura, that you are not 100% certain. Also, they don't have heartbeats, so they're just kind of laying in the coffins. The ones that haven't woken up yet.
They
vampires
sleepy.
don't have heartbeats or breathe, so...
Well, I mean,
there's one underneath you. That's for damn sure.
I didn't realize it had to do with their heartbeats.
So tremor senses if they're moving. So far, to say none of them are moving because
Okay.
they haven't been alerted. That's what those D6
I-
are for.
So it's just
There's
the
one
underneath.
moving.
The one underneath you.
Yep.
You have
Cat
a
dancing on his
hand,
grave.
though.
Yeah. Cassie
Okay.
done. Sartha.
Yep. Another great axe swing on the Shield Guardian. Sarth's not having a good day.
Damn, Sarf.
All right. Okay. So this is the point where it doesn't matter anymore. It's just wakey wake time. So I need both Lose and Glint. You need to decide if you're trying to hold the coffin down. Make an athletics check. If you're trying to keep your own footing when the inevitable happens, make an athletic or acrobatic check. Okay, so we are going for
I'm
athletics.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on Lose.
Okay.
Yay,
So
thank you.
then both of the coffins that they are standing on do not burst open. However,
Nice.
the one directly behind the creature will, and they are not surprised in this turn, so they will be acting immediately.
Oh no.
So the Shield Guardian will heal before we get to the vampire times.
Wait, can Sarf also make an athletics check?
That one's not trying to
Doesn't
open
need
it,
to,
does it?
Oh no, they're all coming out. We're
Yeah.
trying
No.
to.
The ones that were coming out came out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
They're coming out.
let me help you with the math here, since no one's catching it. I had Chad roll 3d6 to see which ones were awake.
Okay.
One got a 5, and that resulted in one being awake. Then the second time I had him roll 2d6. Both were really low rolls. So
Mm.
there are 3 vampires down here. Not a bunch. They're not all down.
Fair, that's fair.
Right.
My bad.
No worries.
Why are you trying to make extra vampires show up, Jonah? What the
Ah.
fuck?
Also, you've killed one of them, so like one of these coffins is just going to be empty forever. Like,
Yeah, you killed his son, you son of a bitch.
Well, he shouldn't have fucking woke Lose up.
fair. So the Shield Guardian will regenerate 10 hit points, and then it will do the fisticuffs. It is going for Glint this time because Sarth is a failure.
It's true.
Not a failure.
He's
We
only good at
killed a
killing dragon.
That's
right.
16 and 10 will both miss on Glint, unfortunately.
Thanks, Malika.
Wish I could murder him more. The Shadow will go straight for Sarth.
Leave my boy alone.
And
Yes, it will.
hitting a 13 AC is surprisingly more difficult than I expected. Having a great night on my side of the table, by the way.
Thanks, Malika.
The vampire will move towards
Big
the
ups to
closest.
Jijo.
Lose, I need you
Mhm.
to...
Death saving roll. No, I'm kidding.
No. I'm going to attack you.
Oh.
What if you
instead
didn't,
of
though?
Force. Okay. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah.
God
Okay.
damn.
So you will take meager 5 points of slashing damage. But I'm actually going
Oh.
to say instead of that, I will ignore the damage dealing and will instead grapple you. So you take no damage, but you are grappled. Immediately upon grappling you, it will lift up into the air and back a bit, pulling you off of the coffin. The coffin will burst open. The vampire will not act this turn. But
I'm sorry. Is it flying?
this one is, yeah.
That's
It,
rude.
it rushed forward, it grabbed a hold of Lose, looked down at the situation, and dragged backwards, kind of keeping Lose in its hand. And as they both moved that way, like Lose kind of reaching over its arm and kind of holding on because, that would just pop your head off. They're kind of hanging aloft in the air, and she's kind of holding Lose, which has allowed the vampire underneath to throw the coffin lid skyward. But it's not acting this turn. That's all it was able to do.
How high off the ground, or I guess like above the coffin?
It just like a foot or two. It literally just enough to move off of the coffin lid. Because remember,
Okay.
the ceilings are 10 feet high, and the coffins are about 2.5, 3 feet tall. So, how tall is a coffin really? It's like 3 feet, right?
I don't know.
guess it
Like,
depends on the person.
maybe.
Fair. I guess for me, it's probably
yeah,
gonna be
it's
like
about
big because they're
3
kind of.
feet.
What are you saying? What are you trying to say? I think
You said it.
that's all I got for the bad
It
guy
also
side.
depends on if it's like on a pedestal.
It
or
just
the
says
little, like,
23.
whirly carts.
23 inches in height.
So that's about 2 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm used to seeing them on pedestals and stands.
Sure. That makes sense.
Surrounded by big ass posters.
Nusha, you're up.
More like flowers, but yeah. Maybe a poster.
Just always big ass posters.
That's right.
Inspirational posters. One day you could be here too.
We were
No.
talking about play posters.
Yeah. Playbills or not playbills.
It's a call.
I was gonna give you all a
I
great
don't even
eulogy, but
care.
Anusha, which is Elizabeth. You are up.
Hey. I'm just gonna
We got sidetracked with
move in
references.
and
Attack.
Who would do such a
this
thing?
bitch.
Okay.
Prone.
That's not the one with Lose, right?
That one is the one that's in the coffin. So it is prone.
Okay.
So Anusha will have advantage. It doesn't have an adjacent ally, but it'll still get the +2 to damage
Okay.
rolls.
13.
And it'll have advantage, so 17.
17.
That will hit.
Oh, 17.
And 17 will hit as well. So that's 9 and 8. And
Yep.
to be sure, these are not magical, so
I don't think that they are. So it'd be half that. I think.
4 and -4. All right. Cool. Two daggers slam into the vampire. It kind of hisses up at Anusha. Lose, you are currently grappled. To escape the grapple, you can teleport if you have it, or escape DC as an action.
I do, but do I want to?
I'm not your boss.
I think I'll just.
Yeah, you
said-
don't have any penalties for attacking it, though. You can.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, you can attack it all you want. No
Fuck yeah.
disadvantage, nothing.
cut off its fucking hands.
Hit. Miss. So you kind of just stab at it as you're kind of like trying to get like, you know, a rush. The first one kind of catches.
I
kind
feel
of,
like she's more like kind of like swing and kind of like trying to stab over her.
so trying to get like under the shoulder and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe like backwards handling it.
That's cool. So yeah, you're kind of like ice pick gripping down into her shoulder. The first one hits, and then it kind of reels its shoulder to the side, unnaturally kind of switching hands, kind of like a shadow jaunt, and you miss with the second attack. All right. Anything else? Or are you done?
I'm done.
All right. So he is not hidden from the shield guardian. The shield guardian can't communicate that positioning. It's the assassin's stealth check was high enough to be hidden from the vampires, so it will shoot the one that is holding Lose.
Cool.
Will hit. And we'll deal sneak attack as well. So 25 damage. Their crossbow is magical, so this will work. It kind of lashes out in pain, kind of angrily from the crossbow bolt to the neck. And I want you, Elizabeth, to roll a D100. I have the percentage. Just roll it. It's going to be below it.
Alright. 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Not nice enough. Yeah, so it just kind of cuts its neck. It kind of grips a little bit tighter at that, and then kind of like angrily looks towards the door. The drow at that point will move into the room and move to the kind of door that Anusha was using, leaving the door wide open when he goes. Clint.
Full suite of attacks on the shield guardian. Guy just needs to fucking die.
Yeah, I'm hoping he gets out of here this round.
Miss.
Hit.
That hits. I'm gonna re-roll that. Fuck. So that's 9.
Yep.
Offhand parrying dagger. It's a 16. I believe that misses.
18's the AC, yeah. Okay. Orlandis.
Uh,
It looks like it's kind of like on its last legs.
last legs. Okay.
There's also a vampire and a coffin
There's
that is
2
prone.
vampires, and there's also
Yeah.
a shadow. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot. Orlandis is gonna drop his spear, pull out the wooden stake, and then try to stake this person that's prone in the coffin in the heart.
Okay.
Is it? No. Yeah.
So you're using the stake, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is prone, but to use a stake on it, it needs to be incapacitated. Because it's not just
Oh.
you can
It's not
improvise.
an improvise.
You can improvise weapon attack it, but that's not going to guarantee that it goes to the heart. The only way to
Gotcha.
get it in there is to crit. To get
Gotcha.
the exact spot you want. So you can try to make the attack, but you'll have advantage, but you have to hit a natural 20 with an improvised weapon attack.
Okay.
If you miss otherwise, you're just stabbing it somewhere.
Gotcha.
You got a 10% chance if you go that route.
Yeah, because even though it's prone, it's awake, so it's wriggling. But if you can like restrain it or incapacitate it, then you can.
Roll. Okay.
All right, so
16.
that'll not hit the heart, but that will hit it.
Not the fire damage.
So-
that was from when I used the
Hold on,
torch.
before you roll damage, what I will say is this: if you damage it with, you can basically, knowing that you missed, kind of pull back and kind of not keep it in. If you do damage to it, the stake is gone.
Oh, the stake is gone.
Yeah, because it goes in.
Oh.
It
Okay.
just goes in, not in the right spot.
Got you. I'll pull it away.
Okay, so you still have it in hand, and your
Yeah.
glaive is on your back, I presume, and shield is out, right? They're kind of-
Does it count as one interaction?
Don't worry
if I
about that.
pull away?
Don't worry about
Okay.
that. We're already at the point where you have the. We're good. That's fine.
Gotcha. Alright, so then I'm going to use a bonus action to Inspiring Word Glint.
Okay.
He gets 8 temp HP.
Cool. And that's it for your turn, right?
Yeah.
Ashergoth? No more cover for the door.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go in and help with the vampire.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they're not resistant to force damage.
Yeah, they are not. So there's
Where's the
the one-
coffins?
the one that's holding Lose came from this coffin, and the one that is here underneath everybody, that is the one that's still in a coffin. And then Glint is standing on this one, and he's like kind of every so often kind of dropping his knee down and kind of keeping his weight kind of shifted low, as he's kind of holding the coffin lid down on the one that's struggling.
I gotta get in there. I'm gonna, if it's possible, I'm gonna run over here, and my idea is to jump on the coffin, so all my weight's on it,
Uh-huh.
and then I want to doot the vampire right here.
Okay. So I'm assuming it's kind of like a power slide with like the instrument as you're kind of like sliding onto the coffin, like all sexy like, and then
Yeah, you know, like that episode of South Park where the guy keeps apologizing. Sorry,
yes.
Dude!
Dude.
dude.
Go ahead and give me those 2 shots. Firing from prone is not a problem. And you said you're shooting the one that Lose has got? That one there?
Yes.
Okay. Both of those will hit. Damage. Okay.
Sorry.
Not high enough to cause me to presume that it might drop her. Okay. And it doesn't seem to be resistant, so that's good. But you are laying on the coffin, which means you are prone. But
Yes.
weight-wise, determinately, it is currently not able to shift the casket. Castia.
We are gonna Sacred Flame the Shield Guardian to see if it can finally fucking die.
It does. So the radiance kind of drops down, cascading onto the helmet. You watch as the helmet is pushed into the kind of chassis, and then you see the arms kind of just drop off from where they've been damaged and kind of stabbed at and blasted at. It lays there. Every single space inside of the center of this is now difficult terrain. Cassia, you still have movement and bonus actions? Well, as long as you're keeping track, Glenn. It's like, I might as well just become a bard. Follow this girl around. Sing the songs of her amazing Monster Hunter skills.
I am gonna use a. I am gonna duck back over here, and then I'll end my turn, and Sarth will try to kill that shadow.
Okay. That'll hit. And that'll kill. Yeah, he's got a
Hey.
Nice.
Huzzah!
Alright.
And
Cassia done. Sarth done. It'll go to the monster side, which is now just vampire. So the one that's holding Lose will, because I am bloodied, I'm going to go ahead and try and eat the elf.
How fucking dare you?
25 to hit.
God
Awesome.
damn it, yeah.
some aged meat.
6 piercing and
How fucking dare you?
7 necrotic. Your maximum.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Hold on. 6 piercing, 7 necrotic. Your maximum hit point total is reduced by 7.
Okay, hold on.
It's a fine elf vintage.
6 pierce. 7 necrotic.
And max hit points down by 7. You also watch as the creature heals what you would presume is an equal amount of hit points to the damage done.
Fuck this bitch.
And I believe it can make one more attack, so it kind of sinks its teeth into you. It will, as a free action, drop you. You can go ahead and make an acrobatics check to not fall prone.
I can do that.
Okay, you'll succeed. So you land on your feet. She'll kind of shift around you a bit, and she'll go for the one who's stabbing with the stake.
Ooh, I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
Because I had the 5 temporary HP.
Mm-hmm.
My hit point maximum dropped below my hit points. So do my hit points.
Yeah, so your
drop
maximum hit points
instead?
will be you'll be at max, but your maximum hit points will be
Or
lowered
my
by
current
7.
hit.
Yeah, I think she's asking if the temps can soak up.
No.
So
So
No,
I,
no, 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 no. I'm saying, do I then take off the extra? So my current max hit points is 42. So
Yes.
then I'd be going to 37.
correct. No,
No. 35.
35 because you're losing all 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
wait, no. Never mind.
If you got it figured out. Okay.
Okay.
Math
I think
is
I got it.
scary.
No worries. I'm gonna slash at Orlandis.
I was in art.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do no damage to you, and instead I'm going to grab you.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the last bit of my movement to move upwards, which will not provoke opportunity attacks. I'm just going to the ceiling. I'm lifting Orlandis up off of the ground, which will allow to the back. No. Which will allow the vampire underneath everybody to get the fuck out of there. It will just zip out. It's not moving itself out of anybody's threatened spaces. As it comes out, it will also go for Orlandis. Miss.
Damn.
Miss.
How nice of you to come to me.
And then the one underneath everybody, it's still struggling, by the way. So, yeah.
Good.
What I will make sure you understand, Glenn, Astrogoth being there does not satisfy the situation. If you remove yourself from the equation, it will then start using athletics versus Astrogoth to shove him off. But both of you combined on the coffin means that it can't lift.
Yeah, if you need me to move, just let me know and I'll be rolling. What?
Well, I mean, this vampire was generous enough to come to me, so I can just stay put.
All right, Anusha is up, followed by Moses.
Alright. Great. So Anusha is going to do 2 stabby stabs onto this bitch.
The one holding
Think-
Orlandis. So the 19 will hit, the 9 will miss,
Okay. 5
plus 2, so
plus
7.
2, so
add is
7,
3.
and then
Alright. Lose.
and then Lose will do a shab.
Okay.
15.
15 will hit. So 6. That's all in.
Yep.
Second
And
attack.
then,
Also hit.
15. 11.
Alright, it's bleeding quite profusely. It's not happy about that. It did look like it regenerated a bit of hit points at the start of its turn, but it definitely does look like it's wounded more so now. I'm going to move this to the map layer. Okay, Lose, done. It'll go to our fun lad. He's going to pop into a corner. He will then hide as a bonus action. Whoosh. And then he will hop around the corner and shoot that crossbow at the one flying. That will hit for 10.
Jesus.
It's not doing the poison.
I know, but that poison damage is
25.
crazy.
You watch as it comes around the corner, shoots it in the back, as it's kind of holding you, Orlandis. You watch as the bolt shoots out of its chest, kind of flies up to the ceiling and stabs into the ceiling neatly, and the vampire just crumples weight-wise. I need you to make... Do you have acrobatics trained?
Nope.
Okay, so you're going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage and you're prone.
Okay.
The vampire is down.
And
alright.
stay down.
Stab it.
So
Stab it
he
through
is
the
no
heart.
longer hidden. He's popped out of the door. Glint, you're up.
I'm just gonna start stabbing the shit out of this vampire right next to me.
That tracks, yeah. That'll work.
That is stabbing the shit
Um,
out of him.
Cool. I roll an extra dice because I crit.
Put that into the
Da-da.
map.
Is a D8 because of Piercer.
Yeah, you should just put that into the map, by the way. So. 19.
Yeah, I'm not sure how.
I'll do all your stuff. There's better ways to do everything we're doing here, and I'm just lazy. 14.
That's the first
22.
attack, so that's 18, 22.
Solid. Second. That will
14.
miss by 1.
Offhand with Parrying Dagger.
That'll hit
15.
on the nose.
That's I'll go ahead and re-roll the damage on that one. Slightly less. So that's 9.
That it?
Yep.
Alright. Orlandis.
Orlandis is gonna stand up, dust himself off, and use Direct the Strike on Glint. And then
Swing away, Glenn.
actually,
Yeah.
that's it.
20.
That's his turn.
That'll work.
Gonna re-roll that damage.
Finally got those 1 points that you lost the other 2 times back.
Alright. And then
That's it.
anything else? Okay. Astrogoth?
Sorry.
You are prone on a coffin. Glint is fighting a vampire right next to both of you.
Mirror match.
If it was, yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
stop
mirror
this
match.
vampire
Cage
vampire
battle.
violence.
With it being this close, I wouldn't have any penalties to attacking it, would I?
If you're range attacking it, yeah, you'll have disadvantage because you're technically in melee. But if you're attacking it with a
Technically.
melee weapon, you'd also have disadvantage because you're prone.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll just do.
Yeah.
Or actually, out of curiosity, because I
If it
don't
was-
remember.
Of a spell that forces a save, there's no problem. There's no penalties or anything.
Yeah, I'll just do.
Okay. 8 will miss, 23 will hit. That's a lot of damage. Alright.
Like the THX sound effect is a dude.
Asher got done?
Yeah.
Castiel.
This might come as a surprise, but I am gonna Sacred Flame the vampire.
Okay. Which one?
What?
The only one that's alive and visible right now. I know there's one in the coffin, but I can't see it.
That'll hurt it quite well, and the radiant damage seems to cause its skin to kind of burn substantially. It seems
Um,
by
Put a
that.
stake in
And-
that one on the ground.
And then she is gonna hide because she knows that vampires don't like that, and it's gonna be a bad time. So she's gonna run back in here.
Start.
Smart.
I can't see Sarth because my vision's only me, but
Okay.
he'll try to swing at the vampire
I
if he
will
can do it.
vision him.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a miss.
Because I keep forgetting to say recklessly attack, but I'm sure that will pay more dividends. So
Does this count as flanking?
There's no such thing as flanking.
Oh shit! Sorry. Never mind.
So the vampire that's on the ground gets back up. This vampire does not regenerate any hit points. The vampire who gets back up, annoyed, kind of looks to Lose and kind of just it's like she's kind of turning her attention to the other vampire, thinking she's done, and then the vampire woman kind of appears behind her, kind of standing over her. It's like Army of Darkness. It's a trick, get an axe. She
Oh
pops
man.
up and will attack with claws. A 19 will hit Lose, I believe. She will not do damage. She will instead grapple. She's not flying away this time. She's immediately just going in for the teeth.
This
And a
bitch.
20 to hit for the teeth.
Yeah.
Not as good as I would have hoped. So it'll be 8 piercing and 5 necrotic. And as before, the necrotic will soak against your maximum. I'll just keep track of how, somewhere on a notepad or something, how much necrotic damage has been dealt, so we can max your back out. The one that is fighting against these two sees the situation and the problems therein. So she is actually going to reach down and grab a hold of Astrogoth.
No!
Oh, no.
25 to hit.
he's a vampire too. Why would she?
This sucks.
And
I have no reaction.
Actually, I
Yeah,
think
they're vampire.
for the first time, I would like to use this.
okay, so that'll give it disadvantage, which I believe an 18 still hits. But even more fun, you're prone, so it had advantage. You gave it disadvantage, which means it goes with the first roll, which is actually the 25.
No.
I retract my statement.
No, it's okay. Silvery Barbs has a benefit that's worth it. So you can choose one ally of yours. They get advantage on their next roll. So if you'd like to pick somebody, you can go ahead and do so.
Might as well help out the other vampire and give it to Glenn.
I thought you were gonna help me.
You fucking traitor!
Okay, it grabs a hold of you and just drags the whole ass bugbear across the coffin and just throws you into the pile with
No!
the shield guardian. It then
So
pushes
strong.
straight forward and kind of slams into Glint. You have advantage on this roll if you'd like to use the Silvery Barbs function, but I need you to choose either acrobatics or athletics to dodge the shove. And damn, I got really good, so you better roll high.
I will give you inspiration as well.
Well, no, you don't. That's
No,
just double.
I already have advantage. Yeah, it's good. I'm
That is
gonna go
2
with
times the
if I'm just trying to avoid getting shoved, I'm gonna go with acrobatics.
Okay.
I have advantage on this one. That's a 15. Fucking garbage.
That will fail. So it pushes you back, throwing you backwards, and the second that happens, the coffin shoots up into the air, and the vampire's freed. It's not acting this turn, but it is out.
Did
Alright.
we have the 5 temp HP still or no?
Yeah, but you didn't
If
take
you
any
didn't
damage.
take any damage.
Yeah, it just grappled you and then chucked you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, their claw attack, they can forego damage and then put you in a grab, and then move. It can move, and when it moves, it can move you. So it just moved in its own space 10 feet to throw you 10 feet.
I am less offended by this course of events.
I'm just laying in a pile of rubble. So the vampires are done. It'll go to Anusha.
Anusha is gonna stab this bitch.
Absolutely.
Wrong character.
Stabby stabs.
18.
Yep. The vampires have 15 AC, by the way. So it'll be 8, so 4. Okay.
Should you get a second one or no? Okay.
Okay. So we're looking at 10 for 5.
Yeah.
That will actually lower it down to 0. So it
Okay.
will drop.
So then Lose is going. Anusha's done. So
Mhm.
then Lose is going to stab that bitch with the stake.
Kind of just shifts the thin blade to the side, reaches
Yeah.
into the pouch, drops down to her knee beside of it, lines it up, and then takes the butt of the thin blade and just slams it right in. That vampire is confirmed for dead. Or
Haha, enjoy your steak dinner.
rather, remembering what staking does, it doesn't actually kill. It's incapacitated completely. It's absolutely not. It's an object now.
Yeah. So now we just need to drag its ass out into the sun.
Right.
True.
Uh,
Actually, sorry, remember, if you stake it inside of its coffin, that kills it as well. So if you just pick it up and put it back in the coffin it was in, it will die.
nice.
Damn,
Uh,
motherfucker.
Let's say, any movement from you?
No.
Okay. We'll go to the assassin. And Elvish says, "Good work," at Lose, and then just immediately kind of shifts into shadow, turning around the corner. And then immediately kind of drops low and then fires from a lower position at the one that is wounded, because it can't see the prone one. And I just need to hit.
Jesus.
Does that count as a stake through its heart if it's a wooden bolt?
No.
That would be nice.
It would be
It's
nice.
not stake shaped though.
It
Yeah.
isn't it just a piercing weapon made of wood?
Well, also the bolt doesn't stay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Whoosh!
It just
Right through it.
I don't know. That was a very high roll. Maybe it lodges in the spine, so it stays.
Very straight through it. Yeah, I'm just glad. I mean, it's not using the poison damage. I'd obviously be murdering myself even quicker, but yeah. Damn, goddamn. don't fuck with this person is the hopefully the message
Yeah.
I'm pushing forward.
Yeah.
Glint,
True that.
Glint, you are up. The one you were fighting and that pushed you back, you watch as a bolt flies through its neck and it just falls to the ground. It is laying prone, but it's technically dead. It's in its state of no hit points. The one that just got freed is kind of like in the coffin, prone, not incapacitated, kind of getting ready to fly out of the coffin. But this one here is primed for the stake.
Right. Glint will drop his parrying dagger, move into this space here.
Yep.
Swap to the stake and just, put it into the one that's incapacitated.
It's an action to do so. Perfect.
And then action surge to attack, and as part of that attack action, pick up my parrying dagger again.
Okay.
And then full suite of attacks on this one that's prone.
Go with it.
So
Hit.
24. It's 12 damage.
Okay.
It's 20.
Yep.
14 damage,
Also hitting.
and that's a 10.
Might as well just left it on the ground. But it's fine. But yeah, the damage is dealt to it very suddenly and forcefully.
Well, holding that dagger and not holding that dagger is a difference of +2 AC.
Absolutely. But yeah, solid damage. It isn't quite to half life, but it's, almost. Orlandis?
Fuck it. I'll try to stab it in the heart with the thingy.
Okay.
With the stick. Damn.
14 will miss. You kind of, got the shield and you kind of, rush forward, and Glint's looking at you, confused as he's got
trying that 10%,
he's
man.
got
He's
the wooden
trying.
stake, and he's rushing
Trying.
forward, trying to get it.
I'm trying.
And you're just like, what do you do?
Mm.
And missing widely.
And
Orlando's done.
then, yeah, that's it.
Astrogoth, you're up. Well, you're prone,
I was gonna say, no, I'm not.
I'm down.
but you can get up.
Yes, I will do that. I will get up and, since this coffin's been vacated,
Well, no,
I guess-
sorry, it's the one here. That's the empty one. This one's closed still, but nothing's come out of it. I'll mark them somehow. Hold on.
I don't want to. Well, I don't want to interrupt it.
No worries.
Interrupted snap.
So this one, and oh, sorry, no, it was this one, and yeah, that one. Those are the three.
I'm gonna doot.
All right, right into the face of this stupid. It's still prone, so you'll have disadvantage. I hate to be the stickler. First one will miss,
Okay.
second one will miss.
The 24 misses?
It's
Oh wait,
11. Yeah, it's prone. It's still prone in the cache.
right, but the top one I got a 24 on disadvantage.
No. Disadvantage isn't the second.
Oh,
one,
right,
it's
you're
one
right.
of the two, yeah.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
No worries.
All right.
It was pretty close to the exact same roll on both. Just
It was. That's why I was like, oh, well.
one of them should work. No, disadvantage. Just take the worst one. Astrogoth done. Castia up.
Okay, Castia will come back into the room.
You
See
do
the other one is
hear
down.
the kind of sounds of looting going on inside of the catacombs. Again, they do not know that there's nothing worth taking
Okay.
in there, but that's what the bandits are doing.
Okay, well, of course they are.
You know,
Uh,
right?
Can I Sacred Flame the one that's in the coffin?
Yeah,
Since
you
it's
can
probably
see it.
on. Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
And Sacred Flame kind of drops down on top of it. It will dodge it. Oh no, it has disadvantage on prone because it's prone. So yeah, that'll work. And radiant damage means that its regeneration is blocked. Sarth will attack with advantage.
And I don't have to Reckless. It's
Or
prone.
he could start shifting people into coffins to go on coffin duty.
Yeah. If he can get one of them into a coffin, he'll do that.
So he'll kind of do this, kind of pop onto that position lift it up and just kind of throw it underneath Orlandis's feet as he kind of lunges forward with the stake. Once it hits into the coffin, you just watch as it turns into ash, and the stake kind of just stands there for like a good moment before falling over. But yeah, the vampire here is removed. All right.
Nice.
That's it for Sarth. The vampire, obviously seeing that, is like scared and panicking. It will fly up and will just start angrily slashing at Orlandis because the Dampire is not. I mean, I could technically suck on the damp here, but it's not as
It's
tasty.
just not as tasty.
Yeah. Claw attack, miss, and claw attack, miss. So the shield stays up. You've got the stake in your hand. You're able to block the clawing at you and not
yeah.
get grabbed or bitten at all. Anusha, daggers. Going with those.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure to gather up those stakes. They might come in handy.
All right, miss hit. All right, so it'll be 10, so 5.
10, 5.
Anusha done. Lose up.
Yeah. Lose's gonna drag this one
And tuck it.
to the coffin. Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Poof. Yeah. Realizing
Bye.
that there's absolutely a possibility that running around and trying to remove stakes. That's smart. Lose done. It'll go to the assassin who disappears in the shadow. He will stealth check. Yeah, he's not
Jesus.
doing this anymore.
God damn.
He does. He's here.
Wow, that's a really bad sneak attack. Not so great. 13 damage. So, yeah, that'll hurt a little bit. It is bloodied now. Assassin done, glint up. I think you can finish it if you hit with all your attacks.
Even if you don't direct the strike is there.
Yeah. It's going to die before it gets to act again, I think. Go ahead, Jen.
Oh, yeah, all the attacks.
All
And I use my action surge, so I'm gonna take that off. First, nice.
Jesus.
Let's do that. And then I'm gonna roll that extra D8, and then I'm just, for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna re-roll that damage. Yeah, okay. So, re-roll that damage.
Worse.
I think it might actually be the same.
Fair.
I think
Um,
I need it now, yeah.
So 13, 16, 21 on that first attack.
Worse by 1. Alright. And that hits. That should kill it. Yeah, it has 3 hit points left. Okay. So it's dead. Orlandis, you have a
Okay.
stake in your hand already.
Now-
Yep. Gonna stab it.
You don't have to do anything for the staking. There's literally a guy with a stake right there.
Oh, okay.
Don't waste resources. He can
Stab
just,
it.
he's been trying very, very hard.
Stab
Let
it.
him
Stab it.
have his moment.
Yeah, I'll let him. I'll let him have this. I'll let him have this.
Let him have it.
He sets it down, and I just come down.
Doing it. And then
he's
I'm throwing the body in the coffin.
It literally falls back into its coffin once Glint's like
Okay, good.
done sashaying him or sashiming him or whatever.
You stab
Just
her.
kebabbing.
Shish kebab. Yeah, because stab.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're-
Okay. So once you kill that last one, it turns to ash. The room's quiet, still as the grave. You kind of wait for a second, expecting like another shoe to drop. It does not happen. It just remains quiet in this space, and the magic kind of still has this kind of gentle hum on the ground.
Should we check the other coffins to
Yes.
make sure there's nothing in there?
Yes.
Okay. So when you
No,
flip
sure.
the lids on all of these, I'll go ahead and describe what's in each. So if it is at the middle line or below it, and you haven't opened it, it is just like the coffins that had vampires in them. except that they have no vampires in them, and a bunch of just dirt kind of laying inside of them. And you'll notice that the vampires that came out, they had dirt inside of their coffins as well.
Mm.
Scoop the dirt out.
The top 3 coffins are a bit different. The one on the right side, upon opening it, you see what looks like a number of mementos have been laid out. Almost as if someone was actually performing like a funeral right here. And it does look like there's a lot of treasures that are kind of indicative of someone who would be a Lycoi.
Put dirt on the mementos.
The presumption is that there is no dirt in this one. The presumption is that this one was probably the son who you murdered.
Yeah, the one. I mean, do these mementos look valuable?
No, they look like they're like mostly
Right.
just kind of
Personal items.
yeah. There's like a bronze ring that doesn't look like it's worth anything. There's a lock of hair that looks like it's been kind of sewn in with like a bright kind of yellow string.
So what I'm hearing is to drive the point home, one of us should pee on it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what a cat would do.
Exactly.
What better revenge on a cat than doing something its ass would do? It's like, oh, you got a counter, Mister?
Guys, don't look. I
anthropomorphic
can't
cat?
go if you're watching.
Just knock all their shit down.
Yeah.
The one on the left of that, would be
You have to
here.
stare at them in the eye while you do it, though.
Absolutely.
Oh, I will.
This one has dirt in it, and it looks like it's empty. And then this one, when you open it, has no bottom. And where a bottom should be, there is instead an open space that seems to go into some other place that you know for sure is not below this coffin. From what you can tell, there appears to be a magic portal inside the bottom lining of this coffin. And looking
Clearly,
down,
it goes.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
inside the bottom of this coffin, there is a portal, and it looks like it descends down into a room. Looking at this space, the room in question looks like it is in a place that has very little light and very little ornamentation.
So I'm sorry. Is that like a capital P portal, like magical, or like
Magical
a?
portal? Yeah, like it's
okay.
going into a space beneath it that is definitely not beneath it. You would know that it's not beneath it because you've been beneath this space. The steps down there lead down to the crypt.
So,
underneath.
the low light area we're seeing through the portal, does anything about it look familiar? Like it's somewhere we've been before?
It does not. Looking at it, it looks like there's very little ornamentation in the space. Like it's very just bland. There's nothing there.
Could we send the assassin to scout it out?
The assassin kind of looks to you as you proffer that as a thing, and he says, "I think not."
I believe his exact words are, "Nah, I'm good, dog."
So, how far down does it go?
But in
before-
Elvish.
Yeah.
How far
Leslie
down does it?
translates.
Looks like it drops about 30 feet to a floor.
Okay. Glenn kind of stows his weapons and he just hangs on to the edge of the coffin.
Well, before you do that, I'm going to ask if anybody else has any questions about it before you pull an Avran or something. Does anybody have any questions about the coffin?
Does it have any ornate? Does it have any symbols on it that differentiate it from any of the other coffins?
It does not.
Cassia would also probably check the coffins that didn't have vampires to see if there's anything under the dirt.
Nothing.
Okay.
Looks like these are 4 genuine vampires, yeah. So, doing the math, you've killed 3 and 1 of the masters. So that means that there are 2 spawn left, and there is the master and his other child.
Mm.
Their location is currently unknown.
And there's like nothing in these coffins as far as like cloth or lining or padding or anything like that.
Dirt on the ground, and ash for the ones that you murdered the vampires in.
Okay.
Murder's a strong word.
You know, they
I mean, they were already dead.
I mean, if you want to play a semantics game to feel better about it, you can. I mean, that's absolutely something you're allowed to do.
We
Orlandis is
murdered
okay
them.
with murder.
It's a game as old as humanity.
I mean, yeah, whatever you want to call it, Glenn.
Whatever you
doesn't.
want to call it, to think it's justified.
Glenn calls it business as usual.
Right. Murder. Okay. So, again,
Think
does
we should
anybody else have any
probably-
questions about the coffin or the space before Glint jumps into the hole and dives into the unknown?
No,
Is
I'm not
it-
just jumping
I
in.
say that we should probably have someone stand guard in the space and then double check the rest of the house before we go down the portal.
Is it similar to the manor above us?
No.
Or is it okay?
It is structurally just very bland. Every space above had some ornamentation, some kind of, craftsmanship to it. This does not look like that.
Sus.
Oh, for sure.
Very
was the
Can
point.
can that coffin or any of the coffins be moved? Like,
They can. It does look like they are not bound to the floor in any way.
do you want to move that coffin to see if the portal is actually the bottom of the coffin, or the coffin is just like adorning a portal on the floor?
Yeah. Let's move it.
Okay. Anybody have any questions before that action is taken? Of course, granting the same kind of cautionary bit there. Just so you aren't sure of anything and you're confused.
Glint is going to, before we move anything, Glint would like to sort of inspect this magical circle and see if there's anything about it that's going to that is related to this portal or is going to have any sort of ill effects if we try to move it.
Sure, you can make an Arcana check. Yeah, it's a
Nine.
magic circle.
I guess
Yeah, it should be-
Castia can
should be
try to
fine.
identify too.
Yeah, sure, anybody can attempt it.
We all know it's a circle, probably.
It's a magic circle.
I don't know nothing about Arcana.
Same.
Um,
It's an old one.
okay, so I guess you can
Looks like magic.
proceed with moving it around.
We all move it.
Nobody else wants to. Oh, wow, that's another bad roll. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, looking into it, Chad, not going in, just looking into it, bland, nothing to it. Doesn't look like you can see any access points or anything. Literally, not any ornamentation or much more than a chair or two is furniture. And then, you're moving the coffin. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you pick up that coffin and move it, you kind of hear a short, a sound from the buzzing of the magic circle. And the second that sound happens, the field alters, and you can see that inside of the coffin, the portal that was there no longer exists. Instead, it's just a flat wooden panel.
Okay.
Now,
What if we move it back?
Nothing happens. It remains an empty coffin.
oh, great. Well, there goes that idea. So you said the bottom is a flat wooden panel. Was the bottom of the other coffins also flat wooden panels?
They had kind of cushions and the like, but yeah, there's nothing inside of any of the bottoms. It's just this one is especially bland.
Glint's gonna check it for a false bottom.
No false bottoms.
Okay.
Well, now we don't have to guard this portal.
Sure.
Yeah, but we lost an opportunity to. Yeah, it doesn't matter now.
These guys come out and they say, "Nothing in them, boss. It was just bones." Okay, not a problem. Looks to Glint. I don't know much about these creatures, but you were the one I was told is the monster hunter. There's dirt in their coffins. Is that important?
I mean, does that have any sort of significance to me as far as like rituals or rites or?
Vampires.
Astia will start flipping through the notebook.
Yeah, vampires. When they are vampired, or when they are born, will have what is known as home soil, where they
Right.
were turned or where they lived, what is their custom location. So that if a vampire brood is killed, and not in a fashion that permanently kills it, its soul will slowly creep back to this place, reform its body here. If the dirt isn't here, it will go where you want it.
Okay, so, and I mean, are they referring to the dirt in these coffins or the ones out in the other room?
Dirt in these coffins.
Okay. Okay.
We should bring it outside where the sun
Yeah,
is.
we should bring it outside. We should definitely bring it outside.
But I want to pee on it.
Why don't you wait till we get it outside first? Because Glint's not going to be interested in handling grave dirt that you have pissed on.
No, I completely understand, but
If you bring up the importance, the assassin will say, "Okay, boys, bag it up," and they start pulling out their burlap sacks, walking over to the coffin. What? It's just dirt. Do as you're told. And they kind of nod their heads. Okay, yeah. They bag up the dirt in burlap sacks. If you want it taken outside, they'll take it outside. No problem.
Right. And don't just dump it in a pile, like scatter it.
Scatter it about.
Wait, I have an idea. What if we were to submerge it where in holy water somehow?
Yeah.
Just because it would be night eventually wherever the sun is, but if they were to come back to where holy water was, then it doesn't matter what time of day it is.
Yeah, they're just getting holy water. So a lot of holy water would be required for that because we're talking about a lot of soil. So that's, I don't think, something you have on offer. I think there's just one flask.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of power to kind of create holy water that you don't currently have.
Damn, where's the holy water elemental when you need one?
Right? Well, they
Yeah,
murdered
but there's
it.
It
also
died.
there's that scrying basin that we holy waterified.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother thing. I think for the moment, I think
Just taking it outside is fine.
just taking it outside and scattering it should be fine.
The bandits will do just that. So they'll head out.
Good job, boys.
5 of them, each one of them with a sack or so. The ones that were ashed, you say you don't need to take those; those are useless now. But you'll
Right.
take out the 2, and then the 1.
So I guess if we encounter any more vampires, it should A, either be during the day, or B, if it's during the nighttime, we should just like really make an effort to make sure that if we kill them on the spot, it's permanent.
The drow will say, "So that's it then. We're done here."
No.
There are a few more vampires lurking about. If you'd like to press on.
No, I'll remain until the job is done.
I will say this: we have surely struck a very very decisive blow against the Lycois with this battle. And he looks at the shield guardian. Is there any way it can A, be salvaged, or B, like dismantled in such a way that it's like permanently rendered useless?
So it's already permanently rendered useless.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah. So the main thing is it could be repaired. Yeah, that would take a lot of time. The thing is you don't have the talisman that controls it, so you cannot use it. It is still
Wow.
under the control of whoever has it.
Beat it in
Okay.
a lap battle.
Orlandis is gonna take one of the potions of healing that we have.
Give it to the shield guardian. Okay,
No, to myself.
fair.
Yeah.
Do you investigate the shield guardian any further than that, or no?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it while I'm checking it out, just to see if they're above and beyond, like shield guardian stuff. If
Make
there's
another
any,
Arcana
like,
check.
Okay.
And,
I'm going to aid him.
the thing I posted in the DM's channel was not for you. It wasn't for this group. This was played months and months ago.
God damn. It's the
Got it.
third Arcana 9 in a roll.
Okay,
Let's
so yeah,
go.
It's actually the 4th.
you move it about, and you can see that the circle that is
Oh.
underneath it is actually very. it's still there, very prominent, but the core of it, once removed, you realize there's the fountain that you saw it looming over before, and it was kind of basically standing in front of. But yeah, it's a fountain that has kind of like a demonic creature kind of like set on the back of the cauldron, and it's kind of like just over top of it spewing blood into the cauldron.
Can I identify what this creature represents?
A demon.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like perhaps anything specific.
I wasn't gonna have you roll another Arcana check because I just don't want to make you feel bad at this point.
I did roll afterwards, but I did say I was aiding him, so I don't know that I can actually roll afterwards.
Sure, yeah. So aid would give him advantage, which would have resulted in a 9 because he rolled 2
Alright.
9s.
If I could roll myself afterwards, I'd probably know a lot, but you're probably not going to let me
If
do
you're-
that.
If you're looking at the fountain primarily and you're making a check, that's fine. We kind of already discussed the fountain. The fountain, effectively, like the cauldron and the demon, are artifice that seems to be powered by the magic circle that is constantly moving blood out of it into the basin. And the blood is constantly also being siphoned out of the bottom of the cauldron into some plane of existence that is just blood.
What if we break the basin?
It is
Or
made
we
completely
disrupt the
out
magic
of wrought
circle.
iron, and it
Never
seems to
mind.
be settled into the floor in such a way that it seems to be part of it.
Okay.
Glint looks at the fountain and kind of licks his lips, like,
Also, the magic circle still humming seems to be like empowering this.
right. So if we wanted to like render this useless, the best way to do that would probably be to disrupt the magic circle.
Sure.
Perhaps with another dispel magic.
Can't you just, like, scuff it up?
Hey, I
mean-
have that spell now.
Glint is really, really tempted to drink it, but he's not really hurting for hit points, so there's not really any reason to. Yeah, so perhaps our next order of business should be permanently rendering the circle useless.
You just, like, wipe your feet on it and mess with the lines, right?
Let's go.
I'm pretty sure that will not work. We're gonna need something to actually like break the magical connections at work here.
I
Okay,
can't help
so-
you there.
Tom, once that's brought to light, and knowing you're the only one that can cast Dispel Magic, you kind of take a look at it to gauge its purpose, and we'll use your 24.
Astaroth just said he can.
Oh,
Yeah, but I just got that while leveling up, so I don't know if it would be the type of thing that he would know.
Well-
but I would definitely.
just so we don't use dead rolls, go ahead and make an Arcana check, Astrogoth.
My untrained skill, of course.
Wow.
So, yeah, not using Tom's dead rolls. I was going to kind of just get to it, but Astrogoth, you walk over to the magic circle, and you know now, looking at it, that it's not a magic circle. Magic circles typically have a purpose. They're either binding, they're either protective, or they're like containing. This is not that. Nor is it a teleportation circle, nor is it some sort of planar magic. What this is a greater magic known as craft magic. Craft magic creates a magical field, which is the entirety of this structure. This magic controls conditions about the house and the catacombs permanently. They can be modified, but you know that it is well beyond your skill level to be able to modify this field. It cannot be disrupted. It cannot be altered unless you have access to certain higher level spells, and you do not. So you would know this is very powerful indeed.
I convey that to the group, but I also just want to relay that I think I need more sleep, because the moment you said it was craft magic, I was like, a macaroni mancer here?
Yeah,
So yeah,
Macaromancer.
it every time I bring up craft or field
Or
magic,
pasta mancer.
it is definitely brought forward. So I will say it's not something that's like for written in any of the D&D. It's something that's set to my world. But powerful enough wizards can create locations of power.
Right, it's like a loci.
Yeah. More like well, yeah, more like field magic from like stuff like I'm trying to think of the first one that comes to my mind is Witch Hunter Robin, but I don't think anybody has
Ooh,
seen
yeah.
that besides
Yeah.
me.
I've
No?
seen it.
Yeah,
that,
there's-
was my,
What is it?
that was my favorite fucking show.
Yeah.
as a
Pretty good.
kid.
Witch Hunter Robin.
Oh, and as a kid, I mean like high school.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, of course you're an anime nerd.
Yeah.
Of course.
You've got several of those here,
I got
man.
excited and rewatched the whole show whenever it came onto Crunchyroll.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But anyway, so yeah, field magic is set by the person who imbues it, person who makes it, and it is very powerful. What you will know too, Astrogoth with that 20, is that no one you've seen down here, including the master himself, is powerful enough to have made this.
Oh shit.
Right. My first assumption would be that it's either someone that is beyond the scope of even the master, or someone who had been here a long time ago, and the Lycoi kind of just decided.
Maybe
to-
Grandpappy.
Grandpappy.
Happy.
Who that might be.
Grandpappy's
It's either Grandpappy,
next.
or it was created by some other entity that these vampires are in service to.
Right.
And
We're gonna need
perhaps
more
as
catnip,
part of
though.
that bargain, that entity provided this this fountain of blood.
We can't talk over that. That was an insanely good one. We're gonna need more catnip. Catnip imbued with garlic. That'll get them.
Well, no, I don't want to hurt Glenn.
Oh right.
He's not affected by catnip.
Allegedly. Hold on, let me look at the notebook.
Is a bug bear?
Any notes about ostriches?
I don't know. Hold on. What did... Maybe
Are-
somebody at the Hawk's Roost will be able to do something
Name's Orlandis.
with this.
Was it this way or this way?
So
Uh,
the way up is to the left.
Yeah.
To
This
the
way is
okay.
up. This way is to the prison, which Lucy just wanted to check real quick.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
here's an idea.
This way then.
Considering that the fountain,
Hold on. Stop. Lose, go ahead and make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
That's what I fucking thought.
40 shadows drop on you.
Where's perception? That's persuasion.
If you can't find perception, it's probably not good.
11.
It's indicative of itself if she
Okay.
can't see perception.
You
Which
move
is
into the
lower
space,
than my passive.
and then because you are caught off guard, I need you to make an acrobatics or athletics check your choice with disadvantage.
Oh shit.
11.
I'm not going to discuss what's happening there, because everyone's going to. Oh, what's the way
Yeah.
to go? Because nobody keeps it themselves.
Yeah.
We'll discuss in a bit, though.
Yeah.
That said, those of you who are Orlandis, looks like you're heading that way.
Yeah.
All right. Is anybody going with Orlandis?
Wait, Atlantis, wait, shouldn't we check this other way down here, too? Just so nobody comes up behind us?
And again, if you just go down the stairs and look, it's that same chamber that's just empty.
Okay.
Yeah.
here's an idea before we go.
Unless you
moving
want
on.
me to lose you, I mean, I can do that. It's like all the girls just getting kidnapped.
So we'll
What?
continue
Man,
to
this
go
house is fucked up!
that way.
Okay. So,
Spoilers.
Anusha was waiting at the door for Lose. Is that fair?
Yeah, my kind of like idea, because you said previously that Anusha and Lose were kind of like
Buddy.
dueling buddies,
Yeah.
and so figured that they would just like be kind of hanging out together. And
she wasn't following because you said, I'm just going to go check it just to be
Yeah,
sure.
she's like, yeah, and so
Okay.
she was just kind of like guarding the door.
Okay.
Almost.
I don't think she has perception trained, but if you look on her sheet, just
She has
click,
like 9.
click the. If she has perception trained, yeah, roll it. If not Lose,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She's
What
got a
is
9.
it? Is it shift?
Huh? Oh, hold shift and then double click, yeah.
Oh, hold shift and double click. Okay,
Mhm.
there it is.
And if she doesn't have a perception in skills, then you'll just click wisdom. and wisdom will roll it.
Skills is just
Stealth.
intimidation.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she
4.
has no idea. She doesn't hear anything that's happening up there. It's
Yeah.
happening very quiet, anyways. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
So, before we move on from this place, here's an idea. If this fountain in this magic circle, if it's like pumping blood and then siphoning that blood back down into wherever this plane of blood is, where's that vial of holy water?
Sounds like something you'd be carrying.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I mean it is on Glint's sheet. I just want to make sure nobody
Yeah,
else.
you asked for it specifically.
Glint kind of walks over to the fountain and he looks at it for a moment and he kind of reaches out as if like he's going to touch the blood and then he pulls his hand back and then he pulls out the vial of holy water and opens it and pours it into the blood.
Okay. So yeah, it goes in, and then you watch as the churning cycle sends it down into the depths, and it very quickly cleans it out. So you just go ahead and take the holy water off your sheet, I guess.
Okay, I just he's
Yeah.
just pissed in the pool.
I mentioned that it's not really a pool; it's like a circulating system. So it's not like there's nothing sitting in the pool. Like if you put something in there, it's gonna go away. Like it's gone.
Okay, well it was just a thought.
No worries.
Whoever's drinking from that pool is gonna
Yeah,
get some
you
spicy
figured
blood.
If a vampire comes along and drinks it, he's gonna be like,
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. It's
done.
cycling. Like it's not a constant, stagnant, sitting pool of blood. The
No,
blood is
yeah.
going somewhere. If it was continually filling, it would overflow. So it's
no,
going.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
You
It
said
has-
it's siphoning. It's siphoning into. I think
Right.
you specifically said a plane of blood.
Yes.
Yes.
That plane of blood
Now that
has as
plane of
much
blood
holy
is-
water flavoring as a Fresca does fruit flavor.
It's contaminated with holy water.
Roy.
Okay.
It was an experiment.
Lycoid, LaCroix. Alright, I'll shut up. I'm about to get dead at it anyway.
Okay. So
You're gonna come back with some extra pointy teeth.
after you do your thing, Glint, I need Glint and Cassie. I presume you were still there with them.
Yeah.
And Astrogoth. Did you go with Orlandis or did you stay here? The assassin went with Orlandis.
I'll stay here.
Okay, then I need you 3. Sarth will not be included. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, you're talking about us 3 in here by the
Yep.
circle?
Yep.
I wasn't sure because I thought you said Astaroth not included.
Astrogoth included because you said you weren't going.
Yes.
15.
Sarf not included.
Okay.
Batteries not included.
Great. And yeah, what would you like to do next?
I think Glint's done enough.
Atlantis will keep going forward. Because nothing's happening.
Okay.
I guess if everybody's moving out of the room, Glint's gonna go with them.
Mhm.
My spidey sense tingling.
No. Oh, yes. Yeah, it feels like something's kind of moving around over here-ish.
Yeah, he kind of looks in that direction, puts his hand on the wall, and he says, "There's something over there."
Feels like about 2 individuals.
There's
And
2.
again, you remember seeing, and are now looking around, you remember seeing Lose and Anusha kind of heading in that direction.
Ah, okay. Cassia, slow down. Slow down.
What? Huh? Huh? What? Where are we going? What?
Okay. No secret doors here.
No, there's a staircase that goes up, though.
Okay. And this was the way that
Or not
Cassia,
staircase, sorry, ladder.
and this was the way that Cassia and or Lose and
Orlandis.
Anusha.
Minutia?
Oh,
Anusha.
yeah. They went to the right of the main chamber. Yep.
Yeah, we went to just double check the person.
Oh, okay. I got you. Where we found Mr. Abbott.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, as long as somebody's kind of hanging back so we don't get separated.
We're kind of already separated. Some of us just don't realize it.
Everyone just like Scooby
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, so if somebody wanders back to the main chamber, at least we've got like a point of contact.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to ask straight across. Orlandis, you're going up. You're leading the charge, right?
Yes.
Okay. The assassin's going with you wherever you go. You're the boss. Clint, you're following.
Yep.
Cassia, you're following.
I'm trying to. Wondering whether Cassia would do the math here and see that we're missing.
Well, Glint just made a point of
Yeah.
it and mentioned
Okay.
was talking about it and said, I think I feel them over there. So they're fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then
Probably.
Bye.
Ashergoth
I'm following.
and Sarth is remaining with Cassia, right?
Probably.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that was his job. He's to protect Castia.
Right. We're gonna move. I think your tokens are already on this map. I'm moving us back to it though. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly remove.
It's the undead spirit.
This is the wrong side anyway. So, yeah, it should also be gone. I'm gonna delete some tokens here.
No, don't leave me, undead spirit. You deleted me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Now
moving
you
his-
are an now you
Nope.
are an undead spear.
Yeah.
Now I'm non-existent.
It was intentional because we have this other
Hey,
side,
Abbott's here.
and we're gonna snap to it, and we're gonna get rid of the things that don't currently exist.
Like Lose, she's dead.
Yeah.
And
He's not dead.
you come
Undead?
up, outside.
We don't know.
By
I was like, I can still see that one.
who else? Who am I missing?
The
Sarth?
assassin and
Yeah.
Sarth.
Yeah, the assassin, Sarth. Got it.
You should also center the Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh god, I see myself!
Oh god.
Okay, cool. So you come up the ladder, or the steps. You come out into the space, looking around. You don't hear any crazy music. You don't, see anything like weird or untoward.
Is there fruit on the tree?
Looking at it, it does not look like there is any fruit on the tree.
Hmm.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. That's it.
We're doing great on these perception checks, by the way.
Absolutely.
There's still
It
that
sure is a house.
there's still that undulating kind of weirdness about the tree. Like it's still kind of like moving, like kind of organically, like it did before. But there are no apples on the tree, and there are no apples on the ground.
Can I just set it on fire?
It doesn't look like it's flammable because, again, this is something that's kind of a misconception for most people. Living trees don't burn like extremely
Oh,
well.
shit.
Like that's not a thing that happens. Like,
Yeah, they're wet and green.
Yeah.
right, dead trees
I didn't
on the
know
other
that.
hand,
Yeah.
burn very well, which is why California only has forest fires during drought season.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is,
Buddy,
it is
we'll
a
have to
misconception.
take you camping.
Right. See, it's always been a thing for me, like in D&D, like treants have like vulnerability to fire. I'm like, for why? They shouldn't. Like,
Yeah.
they should have
Unless they're
resistance.
yeah.
All
If
right.
they're like not drinking enough water,
Yeah.
then like that's a whole
That's
nother
fair.
Right.
situation
But
that
he's
we
gonna
gotta
be all
talk
yellow.
about. Aww,
Anywho,
buddies.
Yellow.
Orlandis
That's
comes
where
out.
you get the like the super dark maple syrup.
I wasn't going there, but that's perfect. Yeah, Cassia, when you come out, if you do come out, go ahead and make a perception check as well.
Ah, finally a somewhat decent roll. 18.
Okay.
Hey.
So when you come out and look at the tree, you see that there are actually 2 women in the tree that seem to be kind of a palish color that kind of blends in with the pale kind of exterior of the branches of the tree. They seem to be kind of just lying on like their own individual branches, kind of writhing with the tree, almost as if they're kind of like one with it. And I'll go ahead and notate that they are obviously very similar to the women you fought downstairs.
Oh, Orlandis! Orlandis! What? Castia will be beckoning for you to come back.
They look like they're completely oblivious as well. Like as Orlandis in the heavy armor kind of like walks out and then turns back and goes, "What?" And then, oh. Even though he has the hood, there's still a lot of sound. This just blocks vision.
Yeah. She'll point them out in the trees and
If I cannot see them, they cannot see me.
that's not how it works.
That is
And I was
exactly
born
how it
yesterday.
works.
That is never how it works.
That is how.
Even I know that.
They cannot see me.
All right. So,
Faster will point them out quietly as people funnel in.
the assassin kind of stops and looks at Astrogoth and Glint and says, "Shouldn't your ally be along now?"
Yeah, I'll go check on them.
Okay.
Is there a way to get down to the base
Are you
or to
going-
that?
Back downstairs?
Yeah, Glenn's gonna backtrack.
Okay, I'm going to move us back to that map then. Once you get into the main chamber from that position, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh no.
$12.
Okay.
Jesus.
You start heading towards the other side. Kind of enter into that hallway. And once you enter into that space, I need you to make an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice, with disadvantage.
This space or
Once
the
you get
next?
into the hallway, yeah, over here.
Okay.
John, is it too late to change the title of the episode on Twitch?
No.
I'd like to propose what's a perception check?
I'm sorry. You said
That's fine.
acrobatics?
Yeah, acrobatics or
Acrobatics
athletics,
or-
as if you're resisting a grapple.
As if, huh?
Okay. So 15 will fail. I will explain to you in a side chat what's happening in the meantime. Great. I'll just move us back to the top now.
Was this something that my tremor sense would have like alerted me to?
Nope.
Okay.
Man,
Okay.
And again,
I should have said something along the lines of "I'm not back in 5 minutes."
yeah, remembering that vampires, if they're not moving, and other entities that are undead, if they're not moving, they're not detectable because they're not moving. Like, they are breathing, they aren't ticking, there's nothing to it.
is there a
It's-
way to?
It's not like it's doing it intentionally. It just, you know, if you're hiding, like, yeah, I'm not going to say too much more. Back up to the top.
Is there a way to get to those jailer cells from this room?
Yeah,
Like a
so
slide.
you kind of felt that this pathway over here, there's like a staircase over that way, does lead down to the jail, but the door on this side is locked. It's a double lock, so it's locked on both sides. It would require thieves' tools to be kind of breached. And I'm going to have to type some stuff to Chad real quick.
I don't think we have these tools on this. Oh, we do actually. We got a rogue.
He's not a rogue. He's
An
roguish.
assassin. He's an assassin.
I also have.
Yeah, I was talking about the bugbear dog. What do you?
Oh no, I was talking about our boy here with the crossbow
You don't know. Maybe he's.
and the
he's-
sneak attack
Doesn't mean he has thieves' tools.
It's all right.
and the +9 in stealth.
I would like to congratulate Chad on achieving his dream of becoming a full vampire.
Hashtag goals.
Squad goals.
Okay. Back up top.
I would like to take the roguish man and ask him if he can
Oh yeah,
open the
definitely,
door.
for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm tempted not even to roll, but I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna say,
Gotcha.
hold on, let me do some math here.
I'm gonna ask Castia to guide him.
You're checking out the vampire, you did the quiet stuff. Then Glint went downstairs, walked across the way. You took a moment, looking at the vampires, being cautious. You then mentioned the door to the other guy after going and checking it out.
Mm-hmm.
So temporally, got it. Okay, this will be.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Logically speaking, seeing these vampires being so hidden,
Seeing these vampires.
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 seeing them being so hidden, so well hidden, would it be accurate that Orlandus would think maybe they're hiding in the jail cells area and capturing our people one by one?
I mean, if that's what the player's thinking, then I'm not going to say that you wouldn't come to this conclusion by yourself. But since we're going through this door, I need to make a Thieves' Tools check. I don't technically have a Thieves' Tools skill on the character sheet, but he is expertised and ready to go. So I'm just going to roll a stealth check, and this will count. That's unfortunate. He'll break
Wow.
2 picks, unless somebody wants to spend their inspiration. Muted
I
if
don't
you're
have
saying,
one.
yeah, but okay, he'll try again. Oh, okay, that's 2 more picks. He has 6
Jesus
left.
fuck.
There you
It's
go.
too
Oh,
bad
I wish I had
the
inspiration so bad.
But
Why doesn't the bugbear aid him in this process?
what
oh, I got looked over, so
what I will say is, as he's kind of picking, there's kind of like an effort to it. So it's not like it's quick and pop. There's like a little bit of noise happening. It's kind of like, it's a process.
a little bump and grind, if you will.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Who is going down first once the assassin has the door open?
Orlandus.
Let's move back to the basement.
Hopefully everyone's behind him.
I think Sartha Castia will be shortly behind him there.
So I'll move Orlandus
Hold
all
on.
the way to that
Hold on,
side.
He is
hold
well.
on. Hold on, hold
Basement
on.
party,
Don't do things
basement
if I don't tell you to
party.
do things.
I'm sorry. I didn't see anything.
Can I breathe?
Basement party, basement party.
It would be 1, 2.
Should I move back?
I'm assuming at the doors. No, you're fine for now. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. So, you come around the corner. The ceiling in here is about 10 feet high.
Okay.
And you look across the way. And you see that it's pretty much still as the grave, but you can see like fingers, I'm assuming, kind of piercing through the little hole that is available on these doors. Because remember, the doors are heavy iron with like the hole that's present, and they're kind of like trying to reach out, and you recognize the fingers. They look like the gloved hands of Glint, and like the hands of Lose, and also Anusha, and they all seem to be trying to kind of come out of the space there.
Okay.
But you don't see anything else.
I'm going to try to whisper to everyone. They have been captured. They are in the cells. Be careful.
I stacked everybody on top of everybody.
Can Glint pick the lock?
No, that's not how locks work. They don't have like a recess for you to do it on the prisoner side.
But there's bars, correct?
No. There is a sheet of iron with a small
Okay.
hole. Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, you can't get to it. Yeah, it definitely could on that, but no, these are not just regular prison cells. Because remember, you didn't know what was inside. You had to open the door to find out it was your friend. Then he tried to murder Lose, I believe. Lose has not had a lot of good luck in these specific cells. Like, it's been... Elizabeth, I thank you for being the first one to come to my House of Horrors here.
I'm also laughing because when she was drinking there, the background effect made it look like she was drinking the moon because
Okay, so Orlandus, you do
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
it does
That's
look
what
like
kombucha is.
your friends are in the cells. Again, you
Yeah.
can't see them for certain. It's either your friends or it's their gloves.
Yeah,
but I
I'm
do want to
going
make sure
to.
too that you understand, Chad. No sound.
Okay.
You can feel them
Well-
coming, but you hear no sound. Also, make a perception check. This is using tremor sense.
Okay.
No.
Not my strong suit.
I will say, whatever it was that did whatever it did to you in the thing that I said, you don't know where it went.
Well, since I'm in here and presumably have all my equipment,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start working on the door with a crowbar.
Okay. Don't worry about it. No check needed. You're not going to be able to get a DC 30.
Yeah, but I'm not just gonna sit in here twiddling
I
my
understand.
thumbs.
I understand. For those outside, you don't hear crowbar noises. Erase that from the equation. That's not something
Yeah.
that's happening. So, Orlandis, you see the fingers pop back in. Sounds are not happening. There's no sound. There's no
Okay.
screaming. There's no help me, none of that. It's very confusing for you why there's fingers popping out of the holes.
Sure. I'm going to sneakily work my way forward.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
I assume that you passed on that they've suddenly disappeared and stuff, or you see their fingers out there.
Yeah.
All right. Castia, I think, would probably remember that there was a certain vampire that was invisible last time and is gonna use see invisibility on herself,
Okay.
and then she'll kind of follow along behind Orlandis.
Okay. We'll pop Orlandis forward one. Castia, you go ahead and take the place right behind, if you can.
I gotta move Sarth ahead so that I can move her. And then
Okay,
put
well
her
that makes
back.
sense too.
Yeah.
Sarth is
Okay.
kind of like, staying back. Orlandis shield up, spear out, kind of moving forward. Castia, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay, I've done so well on those before. Let's see.
While this is going on as well, if possible, I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Somebody please use inspiration for the love of God.
Here, take my inspiration.
Thank you.
I'll have to think of another musical pun or something
Thank you.
involving
What?
cat litter.
God.
What is a perception?
That's right. That's what it needs. The episode
What?
needs to be called because
Okay.
it's.
For a brief second, and only a brief second, you watch as a feline face kind of comes around the corner, not one you recognize, looking straight at Orlandis, and then kind of looking at you, and there's a recognition.
Like here?
Like right around the corner on the far end. And just as he sees you see him, you see him kind of tucked back behind the wall.
There's somebody up there.
Okay. Try to unlock these doors, and I will try to deal with whatever is up there with your guidance. And then,
Locking the doors? How do you know we're in here?
They're
We
you were
saw
reaching
fingers.
out of the little hole.
yeah, the fingers.
Okay.
I made a point to mention it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I remember that, but
I was being extremely courteous and letting them piece it all together without getting
The
too close.
fingers. And then this is
I'm trying to decide if
for
I'm
not
gonna.
actually killing me.
I'm trying to make a decision. I'm thinking about putting a moonbeam just like right fucking there, so.
Okay.
It's up to you, homie.
But now that's a spell slot that may just not do anything. So I'll just
Yeah. Basically, I want Astrogoth and the rogue, or just the rogue, to try to unlock these damn doors. While I deal with.
Stop. The
Oh,
second
sorry.
back. The second Orlandis steps in front of this cell, which is open, you kind of look in off to the side of you, and Cassia, you're able to see,
Mhm.
him, and no one else is.
Mhm.
You see him jump out, pounce like a tiger straight at Orlandis, grab at the side of his head. Orlandis, athletics or acrobatics, your choice. You have disadvantage.
Okay. 15.
Grab the side of his head and throw him into the cell, and with his other hand quickly shut the door.
Fuck.
The
Respect.
second you enter into that, all the sound vanishes. And Cassia, since you're the only one who can see him, I will place him on the board.
Okay. Can I have an
I knew we
action?
needed more catnip.
So that would have happened as a surprise round. You obviously weren't surprised, so you can take an action, but I want everyone to roll initiative, even if you're in a cell. And we'll move from there.
I don't think anyone can get the benefit of my
Yeah, there's no sound.
commanding presence.
Wow.
Where is... There it is. Okay. No.
Uh,
There it is. Okay.
Dang.
Sorry, if you rolled, you have to roll again. Oh, no, it worked. It did the
Yeah,
thing.
it worked.
I forgot to click on myself, so I'm
Mostly are ready to go.
I would much rather have the 20, but I will take my 2 that I originally rolled.
So what I will say for the purpose of this, again, they can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
You can. So he goes on 15. Astrogoth would see that happen and be surprised. You would then go.
Yikes!
Okay. So he's still invisible, I assume, or as best I can tell.
Presumption is he is not currently being seen by Astrogoth, because Astrogoth is like, yikes! And looking at the cell, not at the very crazy looking tiger-like thing.
Zoinks!
Zoink.
Okay. I will
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
drop a fairy fire there.
Okay. That's
On
a
him.
dexterity saving throw, correct?
Yes, which I'm
Easy.
assuming he's very good at, but
Yeah, he's nimble and strong. Only 2 traits. What's the
You
DC?
said there's like a little slit in the door.
Yep.
16.
You can't see
That's
anything,
DC.
Clint, out the window. There's
Can I?
There is a creature there, but it's completely invisible.
Yeah, but I have tremor sense.
Oh yeah, you know approximately where it is, but remember, tremor sense is not sight. You still have no sight on it. It's for locating where it's at. It's not a sense. It's not blind sight. Blind sight is what you would need to be able to see him.
Okay.
But you are aware that there's something right out the door. If you want to throw a blind shot at it, you can. But yeah, you understand what I'm saying? We went over this before, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, fairy fire, dexterity. What was the DC? Sorry.
16.
Yeah, he passes.
Son of a bitch.
Due to placement, though, it will affect Anusha, Glint, and Orlandis. So you 3 go ahead and make dex saving throws. Orlandis, you're glowing. Is it of your choice? No, it's everybody. Okay. And then Glint, you're fine. And Anusha, we'll just say she's glowing. That's fine.
But it's a concentration effect, so if I don't hit him, I can just
Yeah, that's perfect. So
get rid of it.
yeah, drop it immediately. So Anusha will go. I don't think we have anything, right, Elizabeth? Okay. Lose will go. Do you have anything?
Nope.
Hanging out in the quiet cell. Got it?
I will say that he is about 15 feet ahead.
He's right there, and kind of pointing right at that location. Right in front of that cell. The one without the fingers.
Yeah.
About how big is this opening?
So it's like, maybe the size of like a little longer than a credit card. About the width of a credit card.
Dang.
Like top
Okay,
to bottom.
so it's probably too small for me to throw a flask of oil through.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you can shoot a crossbow through it.
I could shoot a crossbow through.
You certainly can. Again, not knowing its exact location, you'll have disadvantage. You can take the shot. It's a blind shot, so go ahead and go for it.
I mean, I'll go ahead and just use both of them, I guess.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
Yep. and when you can't hear anything but Glint's in there going, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
You son of a bitch! This was really stealthy and cunning. I hate this.
That's
10 on
10.
this. And 10 on this.
10.
So yeah,
Dang.
you fire, and it looks like, it's just as if you had shot nothing. They hit against the back end, breaking the crossbow bolts. So notate the 2 lost ammunition. And then we'll move on to Orlandis. Again, not seeing the creature.
Yeah, I just want to stab in the direction where I think he is,
Okay.
which is like directly in front of me.
So the hole is very narrow, so you can kind of get the spear in and slide it out that way. But
Okay.
you'll have not only disadvantage on the attack because you're attacking with a melee weapon through the hole,
Mhm.
3/4 cover, so it has +5 to its AC.
Okay, I'll try it.
It didn't have it for the bows because you're firing out of the
11.
cover. Yeah, this is a little different. So yeah, you stab at nothing. Like there's now a spear lancing out of Orlandis' hole. In
Excuse
response,
me?
I'll try it.
in
How
response,
long
Excuse
have
me?
you wanted to say that, John?
in response to that, make an opposed athletics check, Orlandis.
Not my spear. Come on. Not my fucking spear. No.
The spear is yanked from your hands. Those of you who are outside watch it move away from the door, vanish, and then drop to the ground. That's one action attack, and then it has 1 second attack. It will rush forward. And Astragoth, as you can't see it, go ahead and make a athletics or acrobatics check of your choice.
I will do acrobatics.
Okay. All right. So you feel something grab a hold of you, and you kind of brace yourself, kind of seeing what happened to Orlandis, and you feel it kind of push against you, and it's a vampiric strength. Your foot slides against the ground, but you immediately kind of shove your head towards the other wall, and whatever it is kind of lets you go, and you feel like you bested it in that moment.
I've been at my fair share of drunken tavern brawls.
You point at the just point at the air. Not today. I'm not going back to prison.
You're gonna have to buy me drinks before I fall for that.
Astragoth, you immediately go next. Again, you don't know exactly where it is, but you do know it is in the space in front of you.
Well, if I had cast detect magic, would I have a better idea as to where it was?
So, a fun fact about invisibility, it actually conceals itself from detect magic as well. So, yeah,
Okay.
there's actually no aura present. Yeah, the only way to see invisibility is the spell See Invisibility.
What about
Unfortunately,
Pocket sand?
pocket glitter maybe.
I don't have any. I was
Okay, I was gonna say if you have pocket sand, you could try it. It could work.
I mean,
Pocket
Clint
glitter.
does have- he's got a giant bag of ashes.
Yeah, you might have ashes. I don't know who took the ashes.
Glint has it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're too far away, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I do have a vial of ink.
Oh, okay. So you ruffle through your bag, you grab the
Oh
ink,
wait, I do have a little bag of sand, so I guess I do have pocket sand.
Okay,
Pocket
Pshaw!
sand.
okay. So go ahead and make a just a dexterity roll.
You got this.
I wish I had that inspiration, but we'll see how this goes.
Believe in you.
You've been rolling hot all night, so that will
17?
work. So what I will state is, again, understanding the rules of invisibility. The second it is on him, it will vanish, but it's not like instantaneous. So the sand hits, I will say, until the start of his next turn, and that's the vampire's turn, not yours. He is technically targetable. He will not have the. You will not have the. You won't have like the penalty for shooting blind, which I've been accruing, but you will still have disadvantage because you don't have its exact location. Make sense?
Right, and I imagine that being my action, I can't go again, right?
Yeah, unless you have a bonus
Okay.
action or some way of going. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay. You want to move? He can't push you if you're taking an opportunity attack. You'll just get regular, good old fashioned hit.
Could I move past him? Probably not.
No,
Or
you'd have to be able to shoulder check him or climb like spider.
You
climb.
could back through us basically. I think.
yeah, I'll do that then.
I'm being spatially courteous. So Castia, because I don't want to move you back to the old map and then.
Yeah.
So Cassia, you see him. He's right
Mhm.
there.
I also forgot to roll Sarth's initiative, so
He's right after you.
okay.
And
I
so
am-
is the assassin.
Yeah, I'm just this has been fun and all. I'm gonna try to dispel magic it.
Okay.
I'm tired of the shit.
Ooh.
Good call. You're doing so as a third level spell.
Yes.
Okay. Bear with me here for a second.
Nice.
I believe you're gonna have to roll. Yeah, roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier. Yep, that'll succeed. The spell is broken. Everyone can now see him. Yeah, it was greater invisibility.
I figured. Because he had been hitting people.
Yeah. He
Okay.
cast greater invisibility when he heard multiple people coming in.
Yeah, I figured.
He had regular invisibility cast each time he
Mm-hmm.
stole somebody. That's why they saw him in the description, because he made an attack. Castia, that was your action, movement,
Yeah.
bonus action.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. All right.
Stand there, Starth rushes out, smashes.
Yeah, I was trying to think if I could drop a moonbeam like right on him and it wouldn't go into the cells,
You
but
don't
I don't
have an
think
action.
he'll be that. Yeah, I mean I can. I guess I couldn't do it even as a bonus action with my meta magic points. Yes, Sarth will move forward and hit him.
Yes. Maybe. For 5 damage.
If that, I don't know. No, not even that. That's
Alright. So
Damn.
the assassin will move into Ashergoth's space and then move back out. In that process, will bonus action hide and then fire. The light crossbow. Wow.
Jesus Christ. you
Malika.
guys.
Why have you turned on us again?
And then Anusha will do nothing. Low save.
Because she can't. The bars are too small to throw a dagger through.
Yeah,
right?
you can't. Yeah, unfortunately, the dagger has to have like a. It'll just. You can't like.
Yeah.
Should have had blow
Yeah.
darts.
Little.
Right.
Ooh, blow darts would be good.
And I'd also say, because like the dagger is smaller, I don't think you can actually get an attack out the door either, because the hand can't really get through all the way.
Yeah,
like, you could
because
maybe
you
get
were
it to,
saying
like-
fingers.
Yeah. Like you can maybe get your hand if you wanted to like jam it, you could probably get it to like the wrist, but once we start getting a forearm, it's game time.
Yeah, because like you can't really get a good like
Yeah.
fling.
Low say would be after.
Yeah. How far is okay?
You can't really
How-
see very much because of the
Yeah.
angling. So I would say that
Yeah.
you'd basically be able to see to like here-ish.
Yeah, and he's not there.
Yeah. You can kind of
Yelling,
hear,
challenge his bitch ass to a duel.
and there's definitely some light over there because I know some people have light going on because Sarth.
Mhm.
But you can just kind of make out shadows. You can't really see a person or
Yeah.
anything.
Okay, if I can't see him, then
Nothing.
nothing.
I'm
Clint,
gonna take a short rest in there.
you can just barely make out the back of him.
Ooh, actually, I am gonna finish my question.
Yeah.
Could I shoot my longbow through it?
Well, hold on. Let me check something. You could, but again, you don't have an angle to hit him.
Right, but if I ready an action,
Yeah, you
like
could.
if I ready the longbow through the bar.
Bear with me here for a second, though. I want to check something for you because you might be able to get out of this without a problem.
Are you
I just-
talking about Misty Step?
Yeah. Does it say
It's a
cast
verbal
without
component.
But does it because it's a racial ability, right?
Yeah.
Does it's high elf that gives it?
Yeah. Is it?
Because
Phalanx?
sometimes the racial abilities say cast without components. So let me
Oh.
check. That's out of.
Where did I put that?
Fate
Touched. You learn Misty Step and one first level spell of your choice. The first level spell. You can cast each of these spells without expending a spell slot. Once you cast either of these spells in this way, you can't. It doesn't say anything about.
Yeah, so you still have a
components.
verbal component in your silence. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah. Because I looked at that earlier.
Good deal. Ready in action longbow. If he comes
Yeah.
into sight, shoot him. And yeah,
Mhm.
since you're firing out of cover, there's no penalty here, just like he was
Yeah.
doing with the crossbows, and is about to do again. So Glint, you can see the back of him, and you can get an angle with like the one crossbow, and once you shoot it, you can kind of just like put the next one up and fire it as well.
So that'll be my 2 attacks. It'll still leave me with a bonus action.
Yeah, which you're gonna probably sit on, to be honest.
I'll just use Psionic Recovery.
Yeah, that works too. All right, take your
Uh,
shots.
17.
That'll hit.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
10.
Yep. Second shot.
It's 19.
That'll hit.
That's
12.
a 12.
These are non-magical, right?
Correct.
Okay, let me check something real quick. Resistance is not magical. Okay, so cool. He'll take half. All right,
Then bonus action, Psionic Recovery.
very good. We're gonna rotate through the end of this, and I think the end of this initiative count. Then we're gonna call it. I just looked at the time. Orlandis, you're up, and again, you are able to see him. You don't have a weapon. But,
I do.
oh, what do you got?
Firebolt gun.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah. You take my spear, I'll pull out the pistol. The cat, baby.
So you are not currently proficient with that
Nope.
weapon, so you're just gonna roll a dexterity check.
Oh, okay.
Now it's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. It's just a +1 anyway, so I'll just try to shoot it.
I believe in you.
19.
So you're gonna roll 2d10.
Fuck yeah, get him!
12
Yeah, perfect.
fire damage.
Yeah, a burst of flame shoots out, at first silent, and then immediately, as it hits him in the back, he kind of turns and looks back at the door, like very annoyed.
Orlandis is gonna peek through and just stare at him.
Sarth is up after, or oh well, initiative got fucked.
Yeah, because I forgot to
Yeah.
roll for him, so we
Okay.
just said he was afterwards, so you can move him down.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so then it'll go to him,
Mhm.
and he is going to step away from Sarth, which will provoke an opportunity attack.
Is he gonna open the door?
Kill.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Hey, did 8 damage or 4.
He will
Nice.
reach up, grab the sliding mechanism, and shut the
Piece
little
of shit.
window
On whose cell?
on Orlandis.
Orlandis.
And then a
Yes, he's
an
shy.
opportunity attack here. Go ahead and take your shot, Lose.
I was gonna say I can see a little peek of him.
That'll hit.
20.
Fucking assholes.
9.
He will lift, since he's already used an item interaction by sliding the first one, he has to actually use his action to close Orlandis, or no, not sorry, to close Glintz. Just shuts it. And looks over at Lose, kind of like, whoa. And
And she's like,
he will move over and stand there. Since he had to use his actions to do that, he only has a bonus action left, and he will use it to cast a spell.
Kind of spell.
No, actually, I'm going to hold on to.
and does 60 points of damage
I'm
now.
going to hold on to it. Yeah. Done. So Astrogoth, Cassie on deck. Dude. Or we got big spells for this.
I think he wanted to go get
Yeah.
Oh.
mitts.
Okay.
I can just go.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I am done fucking around, so I am gonna try to hit him with Guiding Bolt.
All right. That'll hit.
Damn.
I
Damn.
take 19 radiant damage. Actually, yeah.
That will block his. Oh, do you have something that's adding your wisdom modifier to the damage?
It's the proficiency modifier from that Eldritch Sign Vetus.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Bam, hit. We're good. Castia, done. It'll go to Sarth, and then the assassin will be on deck. And of course, we'll end it off with a stunning rendition of the classic Dude.
Sarth is gonna charge forward, and we're gonna reckless attack. 17?
That'll hit on the nose.
12.
Alright, he is bloodied, so at least we'll be
Just
sorry.
bloodied, fuck!
Yeah, he's one of. Remember, you fought his brother. They are not the weak ones.
Lose fought his brother.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I was asleep in another house.
Yeah.
And
True.
again, he took a bit of an effort, and like it was literally the challenge, like big dice, that got him. But yeah, his brother was much more reckless than he is. Obviously, Sarth is done. It will go to the assassin. The assassin will pop out after stealthing. Let me go ahead and roll his stealth. Yeah, he
Bang, bang.
vanishes. He will pop the crossbow. He has
Oh my
advantage, so
God.
20 hits.
Okay.
And then it will do 11 and 9.
Is he using the poison?
No, poison doesn't work.
Damn.
Or poison won't work. He's holding on to the poison arrow or bolts that he has for larger fare. So 20. And then Zach, are you back? Okay. If not, I'll go ahead and I will do for you. All right. So here comes the duding. It's 2 dudes, right?
2 dudes.
All right. Those both hit.
Oof.
Not a lot.
But
I
I
just
like
enough.
the second one.
Not enough to kill it, no. Okay, and that's where the fight will end. Currently, we are concentrating on no spells.
I'm back. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I just duded for you to round it out.
Oh, okay.
We just wanted to get to the initiative, the bottom of the initiative, to cycle it. You hit with both when I rolled it, so that makes me
Nice,
feel
well.
bad about it. But to make sure, concentration-wise, we have no concentration spells active, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We have one spell that's active, see invisibility, is going to be active for another hour, or the remainder of the hour. And there are no other active effects currently available, right? Or currently up.
As far as I'm aware.
And Orlandis, your spear is right outside of your cell on the ground.
Yep.
And then
Oh, and then Orlandis and
Glenn's doors are sealed.
doors are shut.
Yeah,
Yep.
the windows, the peering windows are closed.
Yeah.
Okay. We will pick up from there next week. And thanks for watching those that did, and we will see you next time.